digital town, breaking down the codes and flipping it around. With the spotlight glare, she cuts through the noise, a fire in her veins and a fearless voice. Spitfire Spotlight calling you out, bringing the truth while you're chasing clouds. She's got the receipts and she's ready to go, exposing the lies with the killer show. She's not just a YouTuber, she's sharp as a blade, teaching tech tricks, watch the knowledge cascade. She'll decode your drama, break it apart. With a mind like hers, she's a digital art. Spitfire Spotlight calling you out, bringing the truth while you're chasing clouds. She's got the receipts, so she's ready to go, exposing the lies with the killer show. Come for her, better think twice. She'll smart your move, she don't play nuts. On this YouTube street, she's a blazing flame. Spitfire Spotlight, remember the name. Spitfire Spotlight calling you out, bringing the truth while you're chasing clouds. She's got the receipts and she's ready to go, exposing the lies with the killer show. Spitfire Spotlight calling you out, bringing the truth while you're chasing clouds. She's got the receipts and she's ready to go, exposing the lies with the killer show. Killer show. She's not just a YouTuber, she's sharp as a blade, teaching tech tricks, watch the knowledge cascade. She'll decode your drama, break it apart. With a mind like hers, she's a digital art. She's a digital art. Killer show. Come for her, better think twice. She'll outsmart your moves, she don't play nice. On these YouTube streets, she's a blazing flame. Spitfire Spotlight, remember the name. Oh, I know the name. My name. My name. My name.
Hi, everybody. Can you guys hear me okay? I've got about an, I don't know why, but I have about an 8-second lag, which is really shitty considering the fact that I have a really good connection. Matter of fact, it says excellent. Go figure. You guys are in for a treat tonight. Can you hear me good? Awesome. Volume's good on everything. Yay. Okay. You guys are in for a treat tonight because I went way back. I'm talking way back. And I did an extreme deep dive on the many faces of Bullhorn Betty. And I have a special guest with me tonight. Let me switch over to that screen. And hi, Nicole.
Hello, hello, hello.
I'm
How are
excited
we?
too, Davis fan. But I don't know why I have such a bad lag. I didn't have a bad lag like this before, so it might be some of my settings that I changed in OBS. Might have to go back in and change them back. That's a hell of a lag. Should not be running a bad lag. It says 60 frames per second. Everything looks good. no drop frames, excellent connection. So we should be good. What do you think, Nicole?
I think it's running good now. I had a lag at the start, but it's all good now. So
Okay. Yeah, I did
we'll be
notice that.
okay.
Yeah, we'll be all right. I did notice that there is
Yeah.
about, like I said, there is about a 6 to 7 second lag. But I
Yeah.
do want to come in here and do something really quick.
Hi, Davis fam.
Hi, Davis fam. Hi, Karma. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome in,
Hi,
everybody.
Karma. Sorry.
Let's see here if I can. All right. So I want to go ahead and I want to gift five memberships. There we go. Congratulations to those who received their gifts.
Davis fam.
Woot woot. And it'll do like the little pings when it issues gifts or if there's like a tip or anything that comes in. So you might hear that. Do you hear that, Nicole?
Oh,
Yeah, isn't that neat?
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yay, Davis fam got a membership. Woot woot.
Hey.
Yeah, there's about a 10-second lag. I kind
Ah,
of
yeah.
figured that. Damn, that's bad actually. Wow, 10
It is,
seconds.
isn't it?
10 seconds. It should not be that big of a lag. That is crazy.
No.
Like I said, everything says it's running in excellent. So
Hmm.
I don't want to go changing any settings while I'm live. I'll have to figure that after. Let's see. Because it does say excellent connection. Everything's smooth, right, Davis fam? Everything's coming through smooth. Congratulations for your gifted membership, Sherry. You're welcome. Let's see. So I need to leave this other tab up for a little bit longer because I'm going to gift 5 more memberships later on in the stream. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You want to get started?
I'm ready.
You're ready? All right.
I'm ready.
Carmen Davis fan said that the sound sounds really, really good. So we're okay there. All right.
Well, that's good.
Let's get into this. Carmen, can you place the disclaimer in the chat? Unfortunately, the bot's not working, so I don't know why the bot's not working, but the bot's not working. But you have your copy and paste thing. Blank screen. Hey, welcome to the chat.
Hey,
I
Blake.
got about a 10-second lag, dude. So you'll hear this in about 10 seconds. All right, so let's get started. There is a lot in this that is going to blow your mind. So let's go.
This video is covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reports, etc.
I'm so sick and tired of hearing everybody on these platforms saying we don't go real life. We don't go real life. Well, this looks pretty real life to me. I'd like to see something like this from the other side, showing that people like me and people like Nick do nonsense like this. I'd like some damn receipts here. What justifies this?
Kevin Van Oss, you are making me sick to my stomach. I have to tell you that. You are absolutely, without a doubt, making me sick to my stomach. What the hell happened to you? I will use my platform to burn your house completely down if need be. Vanessa doesn't need to be removed, you do. You have lost your damn mind.
Can everybody hear the volume? Good. Everything's flowing good as far as the audio for the video.
That him being fired from his job and being able to take money away from these despicable people is perfectly fine with me. Perfectly fine with me. I'm not losing any sleep over it. This was what I wanted to accomplish. It's accomplished. They are now officially no job, no money, no drugs.
That is an amazing question, Boomer. I would hope that sooner or later she's held accountable for her actions. At least I would hope so. Yes, I am live, Luke, and I am live.
Yeah, I'm actually looking for booking information. Maybe you can help me. Donald Wells. He was in your jail, and I heard he's been moved.
Who told you he'd been moved?
Somebody's been monitoring. I guess some Vine. I got a text that he had been moved from the jail.
Now, this is 4/26/2022. Betty is actually calling law enforcement about Don Wells to see if he had been moved or released.
Is that accurate or
That is not accurate.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
And I got another question. Oh. Okay.
Said to those anybody that wants to join.
No, officer, not him. Miss Griffin in the.
Okay, this coming up is on 4/30/2021. Betty was attending a local Board of Education meeting, and she was actually escorted out by the law enforcement.
Sure. Andrew. No, that's what I talked about the warning an hour ago. Please don't speak. I'm sorry. Give me 1 minute. Please don't disrupt the meeting. And if you do, you'll be asked to be removed. Can't have an outburst in the middle of the meeting.
Well, tell them to quit insulting people that are just taking their time to come here to speak. You know, I'm an activist in this community that's
I know.
my voice to be heard.
That's why I know your name.
You have no reason to assault that man. Are you sure? Sure.
Okay. We hear you. Mr.
Thank you, Mr.
3
Chair.
hours here.
He's all, yeah, we hear you. We hear you. That's why we know your name. Just about to hide that.
Bullhorn Betty again, just wanting to discuss to find out what claim you made to the police. I have a funny feeling, Marissa said she apologized to you and you were fine, and I'm just trying to find out why you are, I'm pissed. Why are you putting my name on a police affidavit, which is a complete and utter fabrication of the truth? Nobody stepped foot on that property but Marissa. Why are you mentioning Olivia's name, Jonathan's name, or my name in a police affidavit when we did nothing but stand on public property? Where's your daughter, Dawn? I mean, you asked for help. You wanted to meet us. You were willing to meet us. What happened?
So during this, Betty's actually making a phone call to Don Wells, and she is claiming that the team is her, her, JLR, and Olivia. And she's excluding Molly from the team. So she's saying, if you made a report that my team stepped on your property, that would be wrong because only Marissa did that, which means Molly Golightly. So she's throwing her friend under the bus, and apparently she wasn't part of the team. Interesting.
Please come. She said she had an opportunity to speak with you last night, and this is Andra, a.k.a. Bullhorn Betty, and I just saw an article that you guys are blaming the crew for coming up and banging on doors and windows, and as you know, the only person that did that was Marissa. So if you filed a report, a criminal allegation stating under penalty of perjury that Olivia, Jonathan, and myself also did that, you just filed a false report, a false police report, and we can prove it because I have it videoed from down the road.
I really could.
That is an amazing question, Luke, and I really would like to escort her, out of the TC community. And TGIF this app.
Love it.
I'm a Christian woman, and I could care less whether you live or die. Seriously. I could care less. How is Anissa? So somebody's blocked Anissa? Hold on. No, she should not be blocked. If anybody finds out people are blocked, if we have a rogue person here, and I'm going to tell you guys something, and I'm going to tell you guys straight up. I really don't care what channels you guys go to. These are for my mods. I don't care what channel you go to. I believe in liberty. You may like some things I say. You may like some things that a person I don't like says. I don't care. I care how your conduct is here at this channel. And, I'm not going to punish you for being on other channels, but I will tell you, don't go rogue on my channel. If, we will expose you. So the only reason I'm saying that is I got a list yesterday of, people are watching. I've got people that absolutely love me in here and work very tirelessly to provide me information on folks. So, there are several folks in here that know who they are. Oh, you know what I think? You know who I think Carlos is? I think it's crude. Because he knows.
Now, this is when somebody came in the chat named Carlos, and she swore up and down that it was crude, that it was an alt of crude. And this is during the time when, just before she started her lawsuits and shenanigans with suing Crude AF.
There's nothing he can do if I do stuff into South Carolina. Don't worry, Crude. You're not on my shit list. Not yet. You're getting there. You're getting there. Like I said, I don't need to ask anybody anything about them. If I want to know something about you, I will know everything there is to need to know about you. Literally everything.
Sorry.
I'll know where your children go to school. I'll know where your parents live. I'll know whether your grandparents are dead or alive. I'll know where your sister lives. I'll know where your aunt and uncles are from. I'll know where you're born from. I don't need to ask people about their past because I will have it in print in front of my face. So, again, I suggest you do your due diligence on me before you start running your trap. Just saying.
And this was Betty, January 18th, 2022. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
someone hasn't changed much.
I love that filter, by the way.
Me too.
It's freaking awesome.
Cracks me up
And
every time.
yeah, I know Davis fam. Everybody loves Betty. Don't be a Betty. Please don't be a Betty.
And for you to have the audacity to call me out and state that I'm harassing you for being concerned about animals, shame on you. And if you want to threaten litigation, buckle up, Buttercup. Buckle up. Because what you did was defamation and slander. I have not harassed you. I have not harassed the Wells. Everything I do is within the law. So I take I don't take very kindly to idle threats. My name is Andrea Lynn Griffin. I live in Manatee County, Florida, and I am waiting with bated breath your lawsuit. Brain. Burnt Toast doesn't own me. I own her.
She owns Burnt Toast. Interesting, right? I'm going to put on a little bit in the background. Please tell me if it's too loud. I can make it lower just for additional fair use. But this is my video. I did create it, so I should be fine.
And she's about to wake up and get a taste of sour milk to go with her bread, her sour roasted burnt bread. So have a good day.
Now, this is during the time when Betty was pretty positive that she knew Burnt Toast stocks.
Oh, Lord. You know, I guess we hurt Burnt Toast, right? We got her stalkers in here because we found out who she was.
No, she didn't.
We found out who she was and where she lives. She's no longer anonymous. We're going to do a segment on that as well. Yeah, we are. So it's kind of funny. I don't recall strangling anybody, but apparently blank screen. I bet you that is, what's that guy with the tight shirt on that likes to beat his disabled child? What's his name? He likes beating kids, but he acts like he's advocating for children. Can't remember what his name is.
Now, at this particular time, she was speculating that blank screen was the glare, and those were the things that she used to say all the time about the glare, and she also called him Baby Gap. And I think she still calls him Baby Gap.
So, yeah. People, they don't dox. They don't dox. I call BS. They don't dox. So obviously we got under Burnt Toast's skin because we know where she lives. We know who she is.
No, you don't.
We know who she has kids with. And they're...
take a trip down memory lane. Since she's never, ever said anything bad. Never, ever, right? Okay. Well, let's watch this.
When you go from, like, there's a certain creator, I have never mentioned this creator's name out of my mouth. Never once mentioned this creator's name out of my mouth. Do not go out there every day and attack them or try to destroy them. But yet they do that to me. I have never said one thing nasty out of my mouth about you.
Never.
Let me just break it down to you. If you dox somebody's address on YouTube, one of your fans goes over there and does something to them, you are responsible for that.
Really? So what about all the people in your audience right now who are posting that poor woman's license number, driver's license number, threatening to call her job, threatening to call all these things to completely ruin her life? What if one of them shows up at her house? I mean, you're now threatening to go to where she lives. Wow. Okay. Please continue.
You are criminal. You will be held criminally liable and civilly liable for any and all damages from that crazy person. I am all about preventing that from happening.
You're all about preventing that from happening. Is that why instead of you're deleting these comments, you're actually hearting them? What about the comment where the guy posted on your channel, I know where Burnt Toast lives and I'm going to go to her house to defend you, and you hearted it? It's one of the few things that you actually heart on your channel. Okay.
I don't advocate for violence. I don't advocate for doxing. I don't advocate for cyberbullying.
You don't advocate for doxing. Wow. Okay.
Advocate for harassment.
So this was the comment. It says, silent watcher here, love your channel. I got you and all the other patriots out there. I'm going to woke Burnt Toast house. She doesn't live too far from me. I got your back. And she hearted it.
She, in fact, did heart it. And I know that it's kind of small in the screen, but the arrow is pointing towards where Betty, in fact, hearted the comment.
Yes, you can see it.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah.
We're gonna be focusing.
And this is her totally not mentioning me and totally not trying to dox me. Like, guys, she just didn't do it.
I need as much information that you guys can
didn't do it,
find on
guys.
the Glarer, on Burnt Toast,
Oh, no.
and on Crude AF.
Wow.
Like I said.
So that was you going to your audience and saying, hey, guys, I need you to give me all the docs on these channels, but you don't
Every bit
advocate for
of it.
doxing. Gotcha. Oh, but we're not done, because apparently she's very interested in where your kids go to school.
I don't need to ask anybody anything about them. If I want to know something about you, I will know everything there is to need to know about you. Literally everything. I'll know where your children go to school. I'll know where your parents live. I'll know whether your grandparents are dead or alive. I'll know where your sister lives. I'll know where your aunt and uncles are from. I'll know where you're born from. I don't need to ask people about their past because I will have it in print in front of my face.
Interesting, huh? So interesting. Guess you forgot about saying that. That's what happens when you lie.
That's what happens when
Exactly.
you lie. Boomer, I agree. That does get to me as well when she does that. Because she was extremely big, so
Yeah.
she
Yes.
lost a frick ton of weight, but yet she wants to pick on everybody else. Well, of
Yeah.
course she goes after looks and everything else, and she needs to really look in the mirror. If you'll notice, even with the big mouth filter that I love to put on her, if you'll notice, her hair, skin, all of that was so much better before she got into all of these lawsuits and everything else. I do believe that her inner hate is really kind of punctuating through those pores.
Oh, yeah. What's inside is coming outside. She looks vile as,
Yeah. Absolutely runs with scissors. You are absolutely correct. And that is actually in this. So that's coming up. She has gained her weight back, but not as much. She was actually much bigger. So we'll keep going.
It doesn't matter. You don't have to justify yourself here. You really don't. Trust me. Of all the people that you do not have to justify yourself to is me and our audience, our real audience. You do not have to justify anything. This is America. Even if you were making a dime, I don't care. I don't care. These news organizations like News Nation make millions of dollars off summer wells and other tragedies. Period. Why doesn't Burke go and do articles on them? Because she would be shut down and sued to every last penny she has. That's why. That's why she doesn't screw with them. But I will sell my house tomorrow to make her accountable for her actions.
She will sell her house tomorrow to make Burnt Toast accountable for her actions. What actions? What is Toasty done? Nothing. Reviewed
Told her out for that
her
bullshit.
exactly. Just reviewed her
Yeah.
actions online. That's all Toasty's ever done. Yep.
But you can't go against Betty
No.
or she loses
And
her mind. Yeah.
BHB's hate for Toasty goes so deep, and you're going to
Mhm.
see it coming up in these next clips, just how bad it is. It's like,
Yeah.
it's insane
It's mind
how
blowing.
much. Yeah.
It
She said, I will sell my house tomorrow to be able to go after her.
Who would do that? Like, what sane person would do that? Seriously.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Mm. Oh, yeah.
People tell me to just leave it alone, not talk about it. No, I'm done. I've been quiet long enough. Burnt, move on with your life. Take your obsession to somebody else. We know you're sick in the head, but by all means, it's time to move on. Because you think you're hard. You've never even been to court before. You don't even know what the hell you're doing. I'm warning you. I warned your friend. He did not heed the advice. And now he is where he's at. Just move on. That's okay, Zizi. I'm going off about that burnt strudel.
Asking. Okay.
And I'm like,
She called her burnt strudel.
Strudel.
holy shit. They found out who wrote this. And so, you know me.
Triggered.
After all this lady has done to me, damn right, I posted that right away. I don't care. I don't care if this child's in it.
She doesn't
People are
care.
shaming me for-
Here it comes.
I don't care if this child is in it. That's what she just said. I'll back it up so you can hear her say it again.
And so, you know me. After all this lady has done to me, damn right, I posted that right away. I don't care. I don't care if this child's in it. People are shaming me for posting something with a child's face. Hey, she did this to herself.
Wow. Yeah, it's funny because it's not me. You moron. You are doxing people. This woman who doesn't even have a YouTube channel. You realize that, right? And even if she did, that still does not give you the right to attack her child because you're mad at her / me or whoever you think I am. Go ahead and review my channel. I don't care. I don't care. It's fair use. You paused for commentary. So what you did was fair use. Okay?
And her audience are pissed off because there's a child in this. Well, keep your damn photos off the internet, lady. It's fair game according to you.
You're doxing the wrong person, you stupid moron. It's the wrong person. But please.
So Burnt Toast is married. This is Burnt Toast. Right here. She's married to Desmond. He's on the Monty and Hannibal show. This is the daughter that she was babysitting because she's now stepmom.
No.
See how this all works?
Okay,
See how
Betty.
it all works?
Betty. If I had that girl as my daughter, like if I had given birth to that girl, I would have been like a teen mom. Okay? Just come on. I know math is.
The thing about it was, Betty was so convinced. I mean, she was hardcore convinced that she had burnt toast. She was,
Yeah.
I mean, full blown convinced. Had that age for you, Betty.
hard, but let's
Don't
just be
hurt
real.
yourself, Betty.
People are
Right.
upset that her child or Desmond's child is on the cover of this YouTube page. You know, wherever that created, wherever they got that video, that photo. Hi, Burnt Toast. There she is.
You're toast,
know, right,
buddy!
Karma?
I
You're
love
toast,
it. I love
buddy.
it. That's going to be the intro of my next video.
She's so
So
bothered.
why in the world would you jeopardize your livelihood for your stupid bully channel? It is amazing to me. It is amazing to me that you are willing to jeopardize your career to bully and harass people. You know, when people deal with medical field, they have to have bedside manner. And they got to be able to trust the person that is caring for them or giving them advice. You failed.
This is hilarious. She has
Have it, one of
fully...
those people.
Okay. Who is trolling her with all of this? Seriously. She is completely convinced of this. Wow, this is, oh boy, Betty. You are gonna look back at this and regret this.
You've been bullying actually was a patient at the hospital / school that you work. Seems to me like it could potentially be a conflict of interest. Could potentially be a way for you to lose your license. I would tread very, very lightly moving forward.
In Florida. Colehell. Yeah, Todd Colehell. Yeah, he wrote me back. He's a serial killer from South Carolina.
Hi, Snippins. Welcome in. Now, if you remember, this is about Todd Coleham. So I'll go ahead and let her tell you first. Notice the words on the screen, and then we're gonna flash forward, and then we're gonna come right back to our timeline. I just wanted to bust her out real quick. So here we go.
Tell me about that. I mean, like, what was your comments? You wrote him initially.
Yeah, he's like the Amazon review killer. Apparently, he's been killing people for some time. He did this motor like for years ago. Well, let's start from the beginning. At 15, he was arrested for assaulting a young girl, his neighbor, with a gun. So he ended up going to jail for many years for that and got out like 2002, 2003. And as soon as he was out, he went out and he lied on applications.
How old was he at that point when he got out? Do you know?
Oh, I can't even remember now.
Or, like, what age range was
I
he?
might say in his 20s.
Okay.
In his 20s, maybe 30s. I can't remember. Not too old. And then he goes and buys this motorcycle, and he doesn't know how to ride. And I guess apparently he has a problem with people laughing at him. And somebody got a joke about, well, we didn't know you didn't know how to ride, or something like that. Well, he went in there and slaughtered all 4 of them. And it was a cold case in 2016 when he finally admitted to killing them. But they found him with a woman chained on his property in a metal bin on his property, a storage container. And her boyfriend, she was supposed to clean his house, but she cleaned a lot of houses for him for real estate. And she was over there, and apparently he didn't like the guy. He walks into his house, grabs a gun, and shoots him right in his head.
Oh my God.
And keeps her chained up for months until she's finally found. And apparently he tried to play it off on this person's phone, and people knew it wasn't the person writing, so they tipped off the police. So the police, it's just one of these wild stories. But we went searching because he said there was 2 more of his victims that have never been found, and so we went out searching for his other victims. And I wrote him, and I'm like, well, I was over in this area, and he's like, oh yeah, I've been there many times. And I'm like, I just had chills over the victims, and I wrote him, and I'm like, so we went out searching for his other victims, and I wrote him, and I'm like, well, I was over in this area, and he's like, oh yeah, I've been there many times. And I'm like, I just had chills over the I'm like, ooh. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was neat.
So you got a letter back from him?
Yeah, he wrote me back. And he wrote me back months ago, and I was meaning to write him back, and I haven't. So now I've got to try to write him back and say, you know, hey, I'm so sorry, I got sidetracked, you know.
Yeah, please don't kill me.
Huh?
Please don't kill me. I'll write you back.
I know, right? Like, he's got my address. I hope he doesn't go to prison. So, Enery, we're where, what was his name? Colehep did all those serial killer murders. We're in the Colehep area. I wonder how many more bodies are buried somewhere or out here that never was found. You guys I did a thing on that. I actually wrote the guy. He has my home address, which freaks me out. That was something JLR did. I didn't even know he did it. And he was at his house and wrote a letter for me and mailed it to him with my address on it without my permission. So I got a serial killer that knows where I live, like my home address. Thanks, a-hole.
What to say? But when we're out there, you guys follow law enforcement's commands.
Okay, so what we saw Betty specifically say that she wrote to him, she did this, she did that, she did this. And then we fast forwarded to 2024 where she blamed it all on JLR. And then we came right, and then we kind of turned around and took the car back to 2022. So that's where we're at.
If anybody's going to go to jail out there, it better be me. That's all I got to say about that. It better be me. I've been wanting to go to jail in this town. Damn it, I'm going to go to jail in this town, whether people like it or not. Somebody's going to be bailing Bullhorn Betty out of jail just so I can make a point that they have.
That was in 2022. Y'all, she was begging to go to jail and to catch charges just to make a point in 2022. Go figure, right?
Can she see in the future? Well, you got your wish, Betty.
She finally got her wish.
Betty.
She finally got her wish. It's insane.
Have sued all over this country and will continue to. There are several new faces and several new names on my list, and they think it's a joke, just like every other one thought it was a joke until they actually had to stand before a judge and explain themselves and explain some of these embarrassing moments on their channel. We are everybody on the team. We're taking a legal route. Okay, we are doing everything lawfully. We are no longer going to allow these petty peons on YouTube steal from us. We're starting to use the U.S. copyright laws for our copyright.gov and registering our work. Yes, that means our videos. Those take a little bit of time, but believe me, when those are all registered, we're coming for you. We're coming for you. So while you're nice and comfortable and talking all this mad crap now, when they start hitting, and they will start hitting, YouTube will have their hands tied. They will have to give you that strike.
It's very weird, Davis fam. I agree. And Betty doesn't know what fair use is until she wants to use it. And then all of a sudden she knows what fair use is. But if anybody else dares to try to use fair use, she doesn't like it. She has a complete conniption.
There you go. Mm-hmm. For anybody that wants to know, right there. There's a concealed weapons or firearm license state of Florida.
That is when she held up her concealed license permit right at the camera, right in the screen. Go figure.
You can welcome to the world of YouTube. Lack of integrity, lies, manipulation,
really
inciting their base. Yeah. That's why I have no respect for Doug. Doug is not, he's blocked on this channel. He will never, ever, ever be able to talk to Bullhorn Betty unless he sends me an email. And even then, I will probably block the email. I want nothing to do with him. He's a disgusting womanizer. Okay? He's disgusting. And the man doesn't even look like he shaves or bathes. Like, really? How long have you been on YouTube? I bet you by next year I will probably trump his.
That is very possible, Karma. It's about 15. maybe 12 or 13
numbers. Who else do we have in here? Jenny, nice to see you. PM50, BHB, need a PO box. Where can I send you a wish list item and more helpful things? You can send it to.
She's going to dox herself again.
My home. Everybody's doxed my address, and it at this point doesn't matter. I got freaking crazy people that I got to go put restraining orders on driving by my house. So it's 50 Westbrook. And with that, guys, I will tell you that for all those people that are out-of-towners, this is a stand-your-ground state. I really wouldn't be monkey effing around my house while I'm here. If you guys wanted to fly drones and check out my roof, by all means, do it another day. I wouldn't be messing around my house, is all I'm saying. We got a cop that lives next door to me. We got a crazy retiree that has a shotgun by his front door, and then you got crazy-ass Bullhorn Betty inside this house. I don't know if you want to be over your around. Just saying.
Crazy ass is right.
But that's my address. Send me what you wish. But
And yes, Davis fam, that's pretty much what it is. It's really all about the awareness of it.
Even to see it all put together, like,
isn't it?
Going back and looking at it put together is mind blowing. It's crazy.
And
And
I
it's
know
crack
you,
up as well.
I know you know what's coming, but they don't know what's coming.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff in here is
Yeah.
absolutely mind blowing.
It really is. It really
Yes,
is.
they are definitely needed right now, Davis fam. I agree.
One thing
Yeah.
I can do without is being rude, because anybody can be rude, and trust me, I'm a master of being as nasty can get. So just, take that as a warning when you come into this chat. Like, you're
For all
dealing
the
with
new
a
people,
master
Davis
asshole
fam.
right here. You don't want to be an asshole to me. You just don't. Today. Don't piss in my Cheerios. You feel me?
You feel me?
You feel me? Idiots. Go to your own playground. You got a Clown Island to run, right? Clown Island. Go do Clown Island. That's the name of the game. And not only that, but these haters, all they want is name recognition. They don't really care about these kids. They don't care about finding these kids. They don't care about helping these kids. I mean, even take BT, for example. She started over, which I was blamed for, had nothing to do with it, didn't even know anything was going. I don't pay attention to her. I don't pay attention to her commentary. I don't pay attention to anything to do with her. But apparently her life's falling apart and it's all Bullhorn Betty's fault. Well, quit pissing people off. You wouldn't have to worry about that. That's what I would say. And so popular on YouTube, yet has been out and has only been able to muster up less than 3,000 people in a month. I mean, JLR opened up his account and within 1 month had almost 10,000 people in it. So, at least a hell of a lot more. Like, he literally built a channel to thousands of people. He's on his 3rd channel now. Thousands of people within a month. And here she is thinking she's so popular and can't even muster up any more than 3,000 people. Just sad. It's just sad. But, when
The funny part
know-
is, look
Sorry.
at
Yeah.
JLR's numbers now.
Yeah,
You
and look at her.
know- You know that's why she is so pissed off at him. You know
Oh
it.
yeah, and then like she can't even
touch him.
hold an audience lately. She can't do anything.
You know why?
Oh.
Because nobody's reviewing her right now.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah,
just
that's
missing everybody. Look where
Yeah.
she is now.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I bet she's missing us all right now. I mean, Davis fam said it. Yeah,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
probably missing the hell out
Yeah.
of all of us right now. But the thing about it is, she always spouts that she's the one that that everybody needs. I
Exactly.
hate to break
Yeah.
it to her. There
She-
is
she
so many
needed-
locales. Oh my God, there's so many locales to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
She shoots herself in the foot. Oh well.
not surprising. People come in here saying that this crazy chick owned me. No, she didn't. We literally had almost 1 million views in 1 month. She would never say that. She's been on here for 5 years and barely just got over 1 million views on her old account. So if
I agree, Runs with Scissors, exactly. It seems like everybody that gets away from her for a time, they seem to grow very well.
you really want to put it in perspective, she doesn't own me. I own her. And it's making her climb walls. It's making her climb walls. That's why she attacked me so viciously. It was never about reviewing me. It's about the humiliation. It was the reason why she is she is primed for the picking of court, because what she did was not reviewing. What she did was harassment, cyber stalking. It was intended to injure financially, personally, brand damage. There was a lot that went on. That was not a review. That was somebody trying to take down a channel. You can't do that to an.
How many times has each and every one of you heard Burnt Toast say, "We don't cow tip"? I mean, think about it.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why she says that is she doesn't want her off the internet, because if she gets off the
No.
internet, then we can't laugh at her. So
Exactly.
everything that Betty is saying right now, it's all lies.
It's a lie.
It's all lies. Exactly.
Surprise, surprise.
Mhm. And this was back in 2022. Yeah.
Another business.
That's
You
what's
have,
mind-blowing.
You have
Yeah.
major legal problems when you start doing that. And she keeps trying to hide her identity so she can't be brought to justice. Well, that's only going to go so far, little girl. That's only going to go so far.
Oh.
And so this news is going to keep closing in. And I told her a long time ago that you've reviewed me enough. Leave my name out of your mouth. I think everybody's had enough. But she still wants to keep going, and she still wants to blame me for shit that has nothing to do with me. So if she wants to keep bringing stuff up that has nothing to do with me, maybe I need to get back involved in it and start doing what I said I was going to do.
She misses
several
blank
months ago.
screen.
So she still can't seem to keep my name out of her mouth.
She
and she's
sure
still
does.
lying and still being slanderous, libelous, and defaming me for something I had nothing at all to do with. So she picks her battles. I end the battles, and
she ends the battles. Yeah, she loves doing that little girl, and yeah, blank screen. I think she misses you. I think she misses you a lot.
I think so too. I agree.
Yeah. Yep. That's one of her favorite things to do. Sit down, little girl.
Down.
Sit down. Sit all the way down, little girl.
I've been dancing with her
So
for far too
funny.
long. I'm not taking any from her, and maybe Bullhorn Betty needs to rear her ugly head so she knows who is doing what to her, because I've had nothing whatsoever to do with her or her channel or anything like that. And if she's going to keep blaming me, then if I'm going to be blamed for something, damn it, I'm going to do it. But I'm going to do it lawfully. It's not going to be fake strikes. This whole fake strike.
Fake strikes. She always goes, I didn't fake strike anybody. I didn't fake strike anybody. But the thing about it was they were at this time, I remember going back 2022, they were all striking Burnt Toast channel like crazy. And they were not, none of them were ever able to dox her because she always went through the DCMA lawyer, and that pissed them off. And finally, YouTube was like, look, you've created all of these false strikes. We're going to start going after you at this point because none of them are valid. And so finally they had stopped because of that. And most of the times, I think I'm pretty sure Burnt Toast can correct me if I'm incorrect on this, but 90% of the time, I know that she gets an email from YouTube every time somebody strikes her channel and who struck it and so forth. But 90 to 98% of the time, they don't even send her a notice that, hey, look, you've got this complaint against you, in order for her to dispute it. They just automatically dispute it, and they send her the dispute resolution and say that this has been disputed.
Oh,
and she keeps
okay.
it moving. Yeah, because they hit her so much. Yeah, they tried to take her down. They, honest to God, tried to take her down, and they could not. They could not take her down. Yeah. Davis fam, little girl. Yeah. It was when who was the lady that she stole the stuff off of Facebook from, the audio off of Facebook. It was her and that influential speaker on TikTok that filed copyright claims against her, that ended up getting her, I think for a time she was demonetized, and that's when she went to the backup channel and she got the backup channel monetized. Yeah,
I remember now. That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
How do you fake strike? You steal somebody's content. You claim a fair use. You don't even know the legalities of fair use, yet you're claiming it by running somebody's entire video. Like, you can't do that, you dumbass. You can't do that.
Kidding me?
You can't do that. You can't do that. It's illegal.
And people like me that are sick and tired of it will start taking the legal avenue. That means starting to copyright stuff, starting to do this, starting to do that. We will prepare ourselves, and then when you're done, and you're done crying your freaking river, maybe you'll learn a lesson. But clearly you haven't learned it yet.
Yeah.
Clearly you haven't learned it yet.
Clearly you haven't.
Hold on 1 second. There we go. Okay.
Exactly.
Laura, thank you for coming on here. And I'm going to go over how this is really personal for us as well in just a second.
Okay.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, Betty. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, this
I'm
is
doing
funny.
well. I met you at Summer's Vigil.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of faces, so please forgive me.
Oh, that's okay. But I thought you were a good person, Betty. I just can't believe you're doing this off of the backs of these.
Go f yourself. I hope you heard that. Catherine, I'm just curious. I know you can't respond here because I blocked your, but I'm just curious, little girl. What are you planning on doing? Oh, still running that gator. And not only that, but Catherine, another thing. Why don't you get off your lazy ass and go do something for somebody? All right, because it's not work. Maybe you need to get a job because it's not work going and trolling people's lives. It's just not. You are absolutely, Chi-Chi. Vile, disgusting. I bet you're a loner. I bet you don't even have a man. I bet you nobody even wants to touch you. You are a disgusting, vile individual.
Wow.
This is Betty.
What's up, Betty? Savage Live Media.
Oh, nobody cares about you. See, these cockroaches, they have nothing. This is another despicable woman. Why don't you go have a complete meltdown? Go have a complete meltdown over MGL because you are delusional and think that we're in a fight. We're not in a fight. This is not a war that you're going to win because at the end of the day, Bullhorn Betty will be here while your ass is sitting in federal court being sued out the ass, right? Because you've already done pissed off Dolly. You've already done pissed off Bullhorn Betty, and you've already done pissed off MGL. How do you think you're going to get through this, little girl? That needs to come on my channel to try to get subscribers because you're so desperate. That's desperation. You guys hear that? It's desperation. It stinks. It stinks like her cabbage. That's desperation. Yeah, no, they're absolutely delusional. But either way, we're going to go past it because at the end of the day, you guys can go F yourself. I'm turning the phones off anyways. Like, we're past 2 hours, idiots. Why don't you guys wake up at a reasonable amount of time if you're going to stalk me, right? Because all this stuff here is going to be utilized against you. I know you think this is a joke when I say I'm coming to sue you, Savage. You think it's a joke. But see, I'm not Dolly. I'm bringing your ass to federal court, okay? You realize that going to federal court to get an attorney, you're going to need at least 15 grand.
Ooh.
Because you do not want to go into federal court without representation. Because then I will take 15 grand. And then I'll lien your property. You better watch your step, little girl. Go on your channel. Nobody likes you over here because you're a roach. You're disgusting. I have not talked about you. I have not brought you guys on my panel. I do not steal your content. I do not harass you. I do not belittle you. I literally do nothing while you do that to me. And I've had it up to my eyeballs with it. And now I have decided and have made
exactly Wispy.
Literally ponied up the money.
Little
we are
girl.
taking this stuff to court.
Little girl.
So for all those content creators that are going to be hit this year, and it already started today. And you're most likely be getting that stuff Monday or Tuesday. But
Davis fam.
Yes, Davis fam. I'm pretty sure she still does.
But it's already started, and we're not going to stop until this stuff is done. And again, for the content creators that think this stuff is funny, it's not funny, and I would behoove you.
We keep telling her that's not how that word is used, but okay.
Knock it off. If I need to get court orders and drag every one of you guys into court, then that's what I'm going to do. If I got to break my account, sell my house to have your asses in court, that's what I'm going to do. Because every time you cause me financial harm, you're going to be held accountable for that. And I will collect those funds.
You know, it's all about the shitty couches.
Today was the last day we were going to be discussing this, but I'm letting you know
Say it.
that I've had it. And now the chips are going to fall where they may. You think it's a joke? You think you can be in Discord? You think you can have this corrupt and collaborative, almost a RICO statute type of a mafia style hit on YouTube, and you think that's okay, that this is just games?
What did she just say? 2022. She was talking about RICO cases against YouTubers.
2022.
Yep. Interesting.
Okay. You can explain that. But trust me, even the first one, I'm going for the little fish first. And you're going to know. We're going to work on you. Because you know why? You don't have as much to lose as some of these bigger creators that are attacking me. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to start with you little fish. And when you big fish start seeing what's happening to your little fish, maybe you guys will correct some you guys will start making some changes.
So she's saying that she's going to go after small channels first. And then work her way up to the bigger channels, because what her plan was to go after people that could not fight back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then move their way up.
RICO.
You know.
2022. Yep. Very interesting, right, Davis fam? Yep. Very, very interesting. Yeah. I was like, oh, damn. When I found that, I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The clip channels of the big channels. Exactly. She was gonna go from the lowest level subscribers up.
Right up.
Hmm.
Exactly. Mm.
It's not going very well for her.
It's
She didn't
not.
expect.
It's not.
She didn't expect Queen to have the support that she does.
Oh,
She
yeah.
didn't. She did not expect it
She
at
didn't
all.
expect that. Yeah.
Nope.
And now she's punching air and, you know,
Oh, totally.
losing hair, punching air and losing hair.
Exactly. Exactly.
But trust me, once you've already rung the bell, you can't ring the bell. So no matter even if you take everything off your channels, you still violated. You still I'm just telling you, it's done. It's done. Oh, she's not going to sue. Okay.
2 days later.
2 days
They are
later.
very. It's unhealthy. It's unhealthy. And you've watched their obsession with me grow and bolster. It's a little. I got to tell you, it's a little unnerving because these people are not right upstairs, and other creators are doxing my phone number, doxing my address, putting me in jeopardy because they don't like me. Like they're literally putting my life in jeopardy because they don't like me.
Now you heard how many times we've already seen that she doxed herself. Okay.
Have
Yeah,
never done
2
that
to 3 times.
ever.
Oh, it's
They
coming.
may say I have, but tell them to prove it. Tell them to prove it. Idle threats is not going out and putting somebody's address on my page. I have never in my life done that to anybody, but I guarantee I can go on and pull my address off 15 or 20 other accounts, right? And they think it's funny. They think it's funny to put me in.
Nobody thinks it's funny. And the only reason why other people have her information on, say, their accounts or because they did videos is because she doxed herself. But we'll continue. It's going to get interesting.
Jeopardy because they don't like me. This is how deranged these people are. This is
Yeah, we're
seriously how
deranged.
deranged these people are. They are sick in the head. I got people driving by my house and taking pictures and throwing it up on social media. Like,
Okay. Yeah, she says she has people driving by her house and putting it up on social media. Doesn't that sound familiar?
Very familiar.
And this, according to her, is stalking and harassment. And listen carefully to what she just says coming up. It's very interesting.
that's going too far. You're stalking me. I have not said anything to you, and we have watched you progressively get angrier and angrier and angrier, and now you're driving by my house, and you don't think I'm going.
Oh, and now you're driving by my house, and you don't think that I'm going to what, Betty? Let's let her finish.
Yeah.
To have action on that? You don't think you're not going to get a restraining order? Are you effing kidding me? You don't think you're not going to get a restraining order? Are you effing kidding me?
But she claims that there is no reason for Chris and Katie to have a restraining order against her. Everything she just stated is what she has done to that family.
I'm getting hot now. I'm getting hot as I have to bite my tongue.
It's true. It's true.
Oh,
Everything that she just claimed is what she did to them. And according to her, it's not okay for somebody to do it to her because they're going to get a restraining order.
Yeah.
Interesting, right?
Oh, you. Oh.
Her own
We've
words.
gotten there in this country where people actually think that they can tell you what you can do. Don't even know you. Never even met you in their life.
Here
and
she
they
goes.
think that they can come here and tell you what you can and can't do, what money you can and can't make, what donations you can and can't keep. What? Have you lost your ever-loving mind? You do not own me, and until your gets off your flipping and pays my bills here, pays my taxes, puts a roof over my head, pays damn life, pays that auto insurance out there, buys my house, you do not tell me what I can and cannot do.
Breathe, Betty.
You didn't birth me, and you sure ain't paying me. But you want to come here and tell me you're going to assault me? Bring it. 58 Braden, Florida, 342. Bring your here to my house. If that's the way you want to play it, come here. You want to deal with me? Deal with me to my face. 58 West, I bet you don't have the balls. Because as soon as you come over here being violent, your ass will be at the Manatee County Sheriff's Jail in a heartbeat. Bring that here. Bring it. You don't have the balls. Now sit down and shut the up.
Wow. She got hot there, didn't she? Oh, woo.
Oh my God.
But I don't know how we started talking about the because somebody said I need my blinged out
Oh,
bullhorn. Well, see, it wasn't just a blinged out bullhorn that was, that
Oh,
they were
no.
talking about. It was a bigger bullhorn. One of those like I got my little bullhorn. It's the original. It's like Gabby Petito. It's gonna go into like the Hall of Fame of bullhorns. Okay. But I love my bullhorn. It's like a car. You get so attached to your car, and you literally love that car and love that car. The car took you through hell and back. It's been through XYZ boyfriends or XYZ girlfriends. And it's carried you through life, and you just love it. And the poor thing, after 15 years, just puttered out. You're you're heartbroken because you're so attached to this car, and you're even considering possibly putting an engine or a transmission into this car, knowing it's going to just be a waste of money because you can buy a brand new car for the same amount of money, right? Well, that's the way it is with the bullhorn. The bullhorn keeps ticking. It takes a licking and keeps on ticking. And I don't want my bullhorn to feel like I left it. Like my bullhorn has personality, and it's got feelings and stuff.
God.
And if
It takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
if I bring a beautiful blinged out bullhorn, it's gonna make my other bullhorn jealous. I can't be having jealousy up in my house. Like, we got a great vibe going on here,
She got a great vibe going up in there.
Bullhorn's happy, Betty's happy, I'm not sure if I really want to. I don't know. I feel like I'm cheating on my bullhorn when I
Cheating on her bullhorn. Oh my God, I can't.
What are you doing with this bullhorn?
I can't. Oh my God, I can't.
Yeah. Ew.
It's one of those things. I'm very loyal. Oh, God.
Move on from Jack. Yeah, we need to move on from Jack.
I know, Tessa, half holy, half hood.
Serena, I think you may have misunderstood, or that may have happened. She may have stated that. But I don't know. And where did you guys see her state that? And you guys got to make sure that it wasn't a troll. At the end of the day, you have to make sure it wasn't a troll, because there are creators out here that literally manufacture evidence for a click and a view to say, oh, look at this. I'm sorry, but they don't tell you that their digital design team, it took them 3 hours to produce that because they had to put this silhouette in the background. I just don't trust unreliable photos anymore, because I used to. Remember when I was first out, and I first came out, I was so naive and had no idea about this trolling, had no idea what gaslighting was, had no idea that I'm a normal person, like I'm thinking in normal, person brain, thinking, who would waste their time manufacturing evidence for you?
Wow, 2022. Who would waste their time manufacturing evidence? Interesting.
YouTube. And then I realized,
This is interesting.
for clicks and views, some people don't even do it. They just do it to screw with cases. And I'm just like there's some twisted people out here in this world. Just twisted.
Oh, there really is. Yeah.
Oh, I agree, Betty. There's some pretty twisted people in this world, and I'm looking at one of them. And that is my opinion, and I have every right to have it.
Yeah, you do.
She gets very, very angry over fictitious events. It's like she creates things in her mind and goes crazy about
and then she believes it herself. I think. Yeah.
Honestly, I think she does. I think she does.
Yep. She's delusional. So delusional.
Very, very much so.
I don't quite understand it. Why? Why would he? Why? What's the fascination with injuring and harming innocent people?
Really, Betty? Really? Let's hear more of that.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't understand how causing somebody that much pain, causing families that much pain, can ever make anybody feel good. I call me crazy. I just don't get it. I would never want to.
You are crazy.
Like that. I would never want anybody to feel that kind
Mm-hmm.
of grief. I mean, there is nobody. There's nothing anybody could do for me to wish that upon them ever.
Really, Betty.
It's nice to see you guys this morning. A hell of a day, man, already. We got up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, got over here to Seattle.
Oh, she looks like
to
a
get our
frog
flight.
here.
Our flight was canceled. And I'm so sick and tired of Spirit Airlines. I'm literally, I can't express it enough, guys. You guys got to stay off Spirit.
Okay, now this was January 3rd, 2023, where Betty actually she goes online at the airport, and she goes live at the airport, and then she starts inciting her audience to mass call Spirit Airlines and complain. Yeah.
Like I literally want you guys to call their customer service and just give them hell of a day, just to give it to them. You know, I'm so
call and give them hell just to give it to them. Interesting.
sick of this stuff. It's going to end up costing us over $500 to fly.
But remember, she never incites her audience to do anything for her, right? Isn't that what she said? Interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Today. Because our round trip airline that we budgeted, which was a total $500,
Very much
brought us back on Spirit
very
from
big time test.
Seattle to Las Vegas. We had a layover in Las Vegas for 4 hours, and then we were going to be heading to Tampa, and they canceled our flight. And Olivia wants to get home today, so $500 we just had to fork out so we can get home today. And so we're here, and I'm not a happy camper. I can tell you that right now at all. So, and then listen to this. I brought the bag in. I haven't added anything to the bag. I haven't bought anything. I packed it up, got it here. And then Delta turns around and charges me an additional $100 because I'm.
Now, if she took the bag there and it was under 50 pounds, and all she did was repacked everything that was in the bag back in the bag, and according to her, didn't buy anything, didn't add anything to it, but all of a sudden it's over 50 pounds. Yeah, right. I call bullshit.
Exactly.
A few pounds
Yeah,
over
she's bullshit.
their 50-pound minimum or maximum. And I'm just like,
And it's
this.
her fault.
I don't think I'm going to ever fly again. I think no matter what, I'm just going to drive, even if it's cross country. I think I'm just going to drive and stay in hotels.
What a scab.
And I'm back to work. My political position has changed where it is dominating children and the atrocities that are happening on YouTube. Because I told you, when I came on YouTube and I saw the stuff that was going on, I told you, I gave you my word, I was going to clean it up. And I promised you, I gave you my word that this would stop. It has not stopped in over a year. And so now I'm using my political capital to...
Yes, Karma. Actually, she was talking smack about Olivia because she was extremely mad that Olivia wanted to go home, and she had promised Olivia's mother, as far as I understand, that she wouldn't let her travel alone, and so because she wanted to go home. So then that cost Betty even more money because they both had to buy tickets, that $500 extra in order to fly that day for her to be able to get home that day. Yeah, she was not happy about that at all.
Make sure it ends. You will hear Bullhorn Betty. And when it does happen, whether it's this year, next year, or 5 years from now, you will know I fought very hard to make YouTube and other social media platforms.
Yeah, that's actually the first video I ever did on my channel, was the one where Bullhorn Betty talked about euthanizing children, like dogs. Yeah.
I'll never forget that video.
I won't either. Yeah.
And we will continue down this road, and I'm going to make sure that this is so suited up that the next time some scumbag wants to send people out to harass somebody and stalk somebody after they cyber stalk them, they're going to jail for an effing felony. That is the power of me. Believe that.
But it's okay for her to do it to everybody else.
I will fight to the ends of the earth to make sure that that is possible.
Oh, yeah.
You have no idea who you effed with. You want to call me a joke? Trust me, by the time I am done.
Her audio sucked during this because she was in the car.
I will be the
Sorry,
only
guys.
one laughing along with all the people.
I just like how you placed her in the car here.
With that guy, I gotta get.
I took her out of her car and put her in my little car.
That I may be going to Oklahoma, right? Might be going to Oklahoma real soon.
Oh, Oklahoma, right, Betty? Okay, let's hear more.
Not going to tell the dates. Not going to tell the dates at all. But may go to, I haven't committed to it, but in an abundance of caution. In an abundance of caution. For all the haters.
We've got hate binders
out there. You can send my stuff to law enforcement. I can't too. So what I did is I went ahead and put this book together of all the haters, comments, everything. pictures of them, pictures of their channels, links to their channels. I give everything, anybody that has a criminal record, it's in there, mugshots and all. And that includes Angela, that wants to do that to me. Whew, girl, look who's talking.
And that was voices.
Look who's talking. Thank God I don't do what you do to me to you.
You remember when we were testing everything out last night?
Yeah.
And Discord did
Yep.
that blackout thing. It just did it just a second
Oh,
ago. Yeah.
interesting. I wonder what
Yeah.
happened.
It's
Yeah.
a Discord glitch. It's been glitching the past
Oh.
couple of days. So if you guys see her box go black, she'll come right back.
Yep.
But now the tables are finally turned. So I've been on the phone with Oklahoma. I called down the Surreal Police Department.
Yes, my email is listed under my about section. Well, they kind of changed it. It's under the little arrow about like more about the channel. It's in there. Karma can drop it, or Davis fam, either one.
And had good conversations with them, explained, what I'm doing, explained that, depending on how this goes, I may exercise my First Amendment to the Constitution and protest.
The email's exactly the same.
So far it seems like they're doing good. Had a really good conversation, and I told them
Do
what
you
to
like
expect.
the little minions that
Told them
says
that they're going to get calls.
protest,
They're going to
protest.
get emails. I let them
I
know
lost
that
it.
not only am I a taxpayer, I'm a level 2. I've had level 2 background checks from the FBI. I'm a
problem.
concealed weapons permit holder. I'm an upstanding citizen of the United States of America.
upstanding
And we have
citizen.
haters because I'm on YouTube, and they actually stalk me
Oh,
and
really?
try to disparage my name. So I've already forewarned them of what I expect to happen if and when I choose to go there.
Really, Betty, the only person out here disparaging Bullhorn Betty Andrew Griffin is Bullhorn Betty Andrew Griffin, which she said it's one and the same, that she's both. So
I'm just going to monitor this for a couple days and see, but because I started entertaining it, I thought it would be best that I send this package off to them, because I've been collecting this package for a while because for court and stuff like that. But and this is only one of many. I condensed everything. Like I've got about 4 volumes about this size, but this is the one that has all the. I went through and recopied, the stuff that was important that law enforcement needs to see, like threats and things of that nature. So I went ahead and compiled them in here. Believe it or not, if that's a lot, that's sick. I guarantee they don't have a package on me that big, right? But that's only 4 people, right? 4 people. So oh no, 5. We put Alien in there too.
4
we
big
put Crackhead one in there.
4 big
Or Crackhead 2.
binders
I don't remember which one she is.
on just
but she's
5
one of the 2.
people.
But she's in there too. And she was actually I put her in there. What was it? I think a couple days ago when I got all of her records from Orlando and New Jersey. I went ahead and put them in the book. So we've got 5 major people in here and a bunch of minions. I've already told them, they're probably going to get frustrated. I don't know if they expected me to go ahead and tell on myself in front of the whole world, but either way, it is what it is. I digress. I just wanted to let you guys know that I was going there, and I wanted to let my haters know you don't have to worry about calling law enforcement and tattletaling on me. I already did it. Just to say, I about fell over. For those that are just tuning in, many of you guys know I had roof damage from Ian, and I got the quote yesterday and about hit the ever-loving floor. Like
that's my email.
It $11,000, and that was for the cheap. To have a much better quality roof.
Oh, it's not in the description of the video.
You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. And that was from a company.
If you go to the actual channel page, and it's got like the description of the channel, and then you click on the little see more, the little carrot, and it drops down, it's in there.
Company that I sent lots of business to over the years.
I popped it in.
And, I'm working with them, and I'm like,
Hi,
is there
Jilly.
anything else you can do? Like different, cheaper products, this, that, and the other.
How are you?
And they're basically saying that even the tar paper that's up there on the roof is not going to work. They're going to have to scrape all of that off
because
to put the underlayment that needs to go with the metal roof up
J,
there, which is going to,
but
now
I
I
might
got to
be
worry about
wrong.
them having
They
to clean
can
up the old
correct
stuff
me.
and put the new stuff on. So I about fell
It'll
over.
be me.
There is no good reason for a roof to cost 10.
No,
I bet you
it
if
may
I
be
ordered the
me.
materials right now, the materials would cost me probably about $2,500. Right?
You're having
so maybe
a
I need
roof
to have
party.
a roof party. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to handle this yet. I'm not sure. I may need to be calling
Guys,
all
we're having a
my
roof party.
supporters that have roofers as husbands. Cut the
pronounced-
man
it's
off and say, don't
pronounced
go to Florida
Jilly,
and help
so you
Bullhorn
were
Betty.
correct.
You ain't getting none for a year.
Oh.
Okay, send me some roofers. I'm just joking.
Hey, so she basically told her chat to send all of their roofer husbands, boyfriends, so forth and so on. And if they didn't want to go and do do the work on her roof, that she told her subscribers to tell them they weren't getting anything for a year if they didn't go help her do her roof. Roof party. There you go.
Okay, so YouTube, we're going to watch two things. We're going to watch Alex meet Betty. I want you guys to notice how tall this man is. And we're going to rerun me
Don't say that. You're right
out of
all
this
the
property.
time.
I
Stop
walked the
it.
property. I saw it with my own eyes.
Yeah,
I got
but not
laid the
against
land.
you.
And I'm surprised all the haters didn't jump on there and bash Bullhorn Betty. I guess they're starting to get wise that I use them so much because they're easily manipulated. You know.
So the hater channels are easily manipulated. Now she's telling us how she uses the hater channels. Okay. She uses us, right? Okay, because we're considered the hater channels, right? So she's saying how she uses us.
That's the difference. Haters are very easily manipulated. They're getting a
Betty.
little wise in my shenanigans. Kind of funny. They've been thinking they've been playing me this whole time, and it's me playing them. Right? Welcome here. Okay? Just because you're a woman and you scream the R word doesn't mean that every other woman believes the bull out of your mouth.
Trigger warning.
Yeah.
Massive trigger warning.
First and foremost, Frida B. You will never be allowed back on the Bullhorn Betty channel. You can watch from afar, but as far as I'm concerned, this middle finger is right for you. You did dirty. You did dirty. You did our boy dirty. You know it was a damn lie. I know it was a damn lie because I was on the phone with him. Okay? I know you were wanting it. Give me a... We're not going there. We're not going there, but you're not going to ever be in my chat room. Frida B, she was in here commentating and hanging out with the people over here on my channel. She's not welcome here. I don't know what she thought. She can take her old hippie, the lady that doesn't want anybody knowing her address. Baby, I know who you are. I know your address. Don't make me show up on your front doorstep, but you will never be here in my chat room again. So move on. Go back to Missa and you know, do what you do over there. Do what you do best.
She's shaming a woman that claimed that Dolly took advantage of her in a sexual manner.
She's disgusting.
She accused Dolly of
She's
R-ing
very
her.
disgusting.
Are you kidding me? I just saw that name. I about came unfreaking glued. You guys have no idea. Thank God. I'm chill right now. Thank God, because there's some things for that old love to do. Like she decided to go over on Mrs. Team and concoct this whole R scheme. Oh, he did this to me while I was drunk. Are you kidding me? You're old enough to know better, girlfriend.
I think you're correct on that, Wispy.
Don't play me for a fool. Nasty ass old hippie probably doesn't even wash her coochie. Coming on my channel after accusing my friend of R-ing her. No. You know it didn't happen. Oh, this ain't your place, baby. This ain't your place. I will tear your ass up. I will chew you up.
This is a so-called victim's advocate. Massive trigger warning. Massive trigger warning.
Yeah,
this part
keep that in
disturbs
mind.
the hell out of me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Up and spit you out. Don't come over here again. Take your hippie
2023.
on. Go do those quaaludes that Dolly was telling me and Marissa to do, and chill the F out. But no, don't ever come to this channel again. Me and you, baby, are not effing friends. Are not effing friends. Go suck the knob of Missa. Yeah. Right? Go over there. We ain't dealing with it. I got business to do over here, and it has nothing to do with you. They have no. That's why I do the work that I do. Is I'm a lawful person. That's why I don't do any of the research. I don't follow people online because it's a crime. It's a crime to cyberstalk people. That's why I go out and exercise my rights in person, because that's the lawful way to do it. And people don't understand. Well, you did this and you did that. Right. In person.
Pay very close to her words during this because, yeah, you'll see.
Yeah,
I did that in
very
person.
interesting.
When you start using electronic means to do this, other laws apply. And if you don't understand the law, you can get yourself into a lot of legal jeopardy. And these people that are out here that think they're doing some good by stalking me online are actually committing felonies. They're felons. They're felons. And you watch them commit felonies over and over and over again. And their brains just don't process that. Well, if you're there in person, why can't I do it online? Because it's a crime.
Really, Betty?
Like, get a clue.
Hate to break it to you, Betty, whether you do it online or you do it in person, it's still stalking. Just one is cyber and one is physical. So, it's still stalking, you dumbass. Anyway, let's keep going.
You know, get a clue.
Get a clue, get a clue. All right, we are about an hour and almost 17 minutes into the live stream. We still have about 40 minutes worth of her BS. Yes, it gets worse. I'm going to go ahead and drop 5 more memberships. Gift
Yay.
5 more memberships in the chat while you guys enjoy the presentation.
Text me who's what. I'll just ask the girl.
Yeah. So I just want to tell you guys this, that, you know, they try to sit here and say that what we're doing is wrong. What we're doing is completely 100% lawful. Okay. What they're doing, on the other hand, is not.
Oh, really?
And there's a difference.
Oh, yeah? Don't say the name. Don't say the name. Don't worry. We got her whole background. Don't worry. Don't say anything. We got her whole background.
Okay. So
You
I
wanna
just
know
want
how many times we got in,
So what I
We'll
did
see.
want to say is that there is a difference. I mean, there is a difference. Here's the difference: is you can show up and have your voice be heard in person. As soon as you do underhanded stuff through electronic means, you got yourself jammed up. That is exactly. Everybody wants to sit there and say, "But you can do this and you can do that." Yes. Why do you think I'm here in person and not doing it online? Through telephonic means, through digital means? I do it in person because I get off my butt and I know the law is.
She knows the law, guys. Congratulations to everybody receiving that received a membership. What I was doing is I was showing you guys the when any gifted memberships are if anybody joins membership or sends a super chat or anything like that, it sends a notice. And the notice actually comes up right here. And Nicole's box is covering the notice thing. I didn't even think about that before I started the live. So next time I'll have
getting
to.
a little bit dizzy. I was getting dizzy then.
I was just wee.
Wee.
So next time I'll have to move the notification box. I didn't even think about where it was.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Oh, that's hilarious.
All right.
As soon as you take what we do and do it,
It
by
does
electronic
actually
means,
bring
go
it
over
up on the
internet,
screen.
by the phone, picking up the phone and calling law enforcement and saying, "Oh my God, we know they're coming out." Guess what that is? It's cyber stalking. It's cyber stalking under federal law.
I agree.
It's cyber stalking
Outspoken.
under
She is
state law.
very stupid.
And at the end of the freaking day, we do what we do lawfully because we know the law. As soon as you cross over to electronic means, that's where you get screwed up. If people want to sit there and talk about our friend, I'm not going to say his name, he did some stuff through telephonic means, and he went to jail for 10 years because he did it through telephonic means.
Thank you, Jules.
Okay? There's a difference. Personally doing it,
Don't you have freedom
and
of
doing
speech?
it through, you do.
To an extent.
But whenever you take that First Amendment right and use it to harm another person, it is no longer your First Amendment right.
Don't forget, this is during the time where she was at Molly's house. They're sitting right next to each other at the table, and they're both live streaming at the same time. Watch how frustrated she gets with Molly. She gets so pissed off. It's funny. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate that. You'll see the names come up here.
Yay.
Outspoken. Congratulations, Seeker, Love Bluey, Snippins, and Pineapple got it too. You got Pineapple one. Awesome.
Yay.
Awesome. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it.
It's
Thank
okay.
you so much. Thank you. I'm going to put you back up here so I don't make you dizzy anymore. I'm just throwing you around.
When you do it online, when you sit there and follow somebody on their social media, and then your intent is to harm them personally, professionally, or physically, you have now crossed the line into a legality problem.
Oh, a legality problem.
People are not understanding that, but you are about to find out. You will find out very, very soon. And I'm telling you guys that because it's not an idle threat. It's because I really don't want things happening. I realize you guys don't understand the law. I have given you guys a year and a half of freedom. If you think I'm going to go another year and a half, you are wrong, because I have a statute of limitations in order to make sure you pay for your crimes.
Really, Betty? Now, don't forget, this is the same day, that night after they finished this live stream. This is the exact same night where they called nonsense.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
The exact same night that they called nonsense. Okay, give me just 1 second.
Yep.
Well, Davis Fim, I hope I'm not putting you to sleep. I would hate that. Okay, let's keep going. No, she worked all day, so she's probably tired.
So at this point,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
make or break moment.
Yeah.
And I'm done. She's done. Our crew is done.
And you should be very careful if you have money.
Or a career. Because I do like people with lots of money. I mean, you know.
She likes people with lots of money.
Lots of money.
Since
Yep,
Blowhard
just caught
didn't
it.
get told by
Here
her
goes.
friends that I don't really play stupid games.
Rebecca, Becky, it's Bullhorn Betty. Just wanted to call you, say hi, babe. How you doing? Want to find out what your big deal is. Just trying to find out, what your problem is. I mean, my name's Andrea. My real name is, and you being on Andrea Loop and all, I'm just curious.
I just realized that I haven't lived at that address in years, you dumb twat. But continue on. Continue on. They're so dumb. Dumb. You know where that address is? My mom's old address. Yeah, from years ago. Not even the one she's been
Years
in. Yeah.
ago.
Is there something I can do for you?
Her reaction makes me crack up.
I know, me too.
By all means, you see my number on your,
Reaction
not your
was
number.
gold.
phone. Why don't you give me a call back, babe, before this gets any worse for you? Get me? Have a good day.
Oh.
Hey, Andra, how about you take one word of advice from me? Take your phone number, stick it right up your ass because it's a Google number. Secondly, try again on the address because you suck. Third, I don't ever want to have a conversation with you. Never gave you my phone number to call me. You weren't invited to call me. It's not a business phone call. You have no use calling my phone. And your buddies that were interrupting a business line the last time you guys played these games, that's all been documented too. So we can continue on, but everything will be done out front. Unlike
Now, remember, she had just a couple hours before that said how if you step over into that telephonic, that would be considered stalking and harassing, right? Okay.
Karma is real.
Okay.
And just remember, when it hits you, the karma that
Nothing
you
like a
got is
good
going to be in the
threat
back of your
from
brain because you're going
Betty.
to say, maybe if I did this.
Yeah.
That's what karma's all about.
Very
So
next
I
day.
want to keep my credits with karma, my good credits with karma, right? My 20s gave me so much bad credit with karma. I think I'm sometimes I'm still dealing with this stuff from my past, related to karma. That's insane. Ladies, get over yourself. Okay. Sorry, he didn't like you. Sorry.
Trigger warning.
You weren't the one, but being vindictive and just, you look desperate and maybe it's time for you to chill.
Massive trigger warning coming up.
Why did you leave nonsense a threatening voicemail?
It was it's going to be right after this part, but right after that, she talks about the close your legs. Yeah, so that's a trigger warning.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that just, and it wasn't threatening at all. I just said, hi, how you doing? How you doing, babe? Right? You want to sit there and harass me?
Oh.
You want to sit there and harass Marissa? I'm going to call you up because I have those balls. I have the balls to call somebody up and say, hey, what's your problem? I don't sit there and chatter behind back. But thank you for acknowledging that was her phone number. Thank you so much for that.
Hey, Petty Dragon Fruit.
So that means I have her phone number and her address correct. So if she wants to keep her crap up, she's going to be sued just like everybody else.
No, you don't.
I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done. These
Just because you have her phone number correct does not mean you have her address correct. Just saying.
Creators are lying to you. There's creators that are literally going away, little channels that are just disappearing.
Exactly.
Because we are taking them to court. We're done. And she will be
guys.
next. We are working on the bigger channels, but I'm going to take every single, you guys don't understand. I have said I've had enough. They keep playing with me. And trust me, by the time we're said and done with it, there's always, they're going to be on the losing end of this. But they're going to keep trying to convince their people everything they're doing is lawful and legal, and they're not being held responsible. Well, it's funny because you know what? We're holding people responsible for their actions.
Hey, Queen, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you.
But ASU, Mom, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for acknowledging that, one, I got the phone number right. That means I got her address right, which means that she's going to probably get a cease and desist letter very, very soon. Appreciate that. When you guys are done playing, you guys can come here. I am a very strategic woman. Everything I do for strategic purposes. Think about it. We have Voice for the Voiceless calling York Police Department instead of the Poconos, right? I know what the hell I'm doing here. Okay? I know how to play their game. I know how to make them look over here while I'm doing over here. I know how to use them against themselves. And they can't stand it because they can't do that to me. That's how we roll, babe.
Babe. Oh, really? That's how we roll, babe.
But thanks for the $2. And it wasn't threatening. I don't threaten people. I never threaten people. I just let them know.
Oh, no.
Hey, how you doing?
Yep. No letter
Give me a call,
sent.
babe. Right? Give me a call. Nice to see you. Right? Oh, by the way, she didn't answer the phone, and it was put on her voicemail. So I would like her to play that for her audience. No threats.
She already
no threats
did.
whatsoever. Remember, I know
there was a threat.
Right? No threats whatsoever. But no.
Remember, she knows the law. Yeah, no threats whatsoever. Now listen to what she tells the people that she actually what she said. When what she said was, why don't you give me a call back, babe, before this gets any worse for you?
But that's not a threat.
But that's not a threat. But listen to what listen to what she tells her viewers that she said, which is not. She's leaving out key things of what she said. It's funny.
And her stupid viewers believe her.
Oh yeah,
her stupid viewers actually believe her shit.
Not by written correspondence, not over the phone. But I did tell her, hi, how you doing? Give me a call back. You see the number on.
Wait, so she said that she didn't contact her by written means or by phone, but then she said, oh, but I did leave a voice message. So how exactly did you leave her a voice message if you didn't contact her by phone?
Oh, it's by a magical phone. It's a special phone that, you know.
Oh.
From Fairyland.
Well, damn,
Yeah.
I'm glad you told me. You know what? I got to get me one of them. I need one of them in my life. Yeah.
On your caller ID, call me back. Waiting for you, babe. Right?
Her evil little.
That was funny. Come on, guys, put
Hate
in
that.
the chat if now that you know that I called. Tell me that is not hilarious. To get a nice phone call, a personal. Think about it. I took my time out of my day to give her a personal phone call. Like, who do I do that for? She should feel really special. She shouldn't be complaining about it. She should feel like, wow, like she even took the time out of her evening to say hi. Right? I thought it was a nice sentiment. Oh Lord, that was funny. And I wouldn't brag about it, but I mean, she's got to brag about me calling her because I am town hall. I need to stop. I just like digging just a little bit deeper each and every time. They deserve it. Let's be honest, they deserve it. They deserve the digs. They deserve me clowning them. They deserve making fun. I mean, they're beating up on Dolly after losing a brother. They still don't even have. Oh, Betty, what are you doing, Miss Betty? What are you doing? Oh, don't worry. Chick, MGL was here with me too, so you didn't just get you got two special ladies' time for at least 2 seconds while we left that mess.
Wow. So she admits that she was sitting right next to Molly when she made the call. Way to throw your friend under the bus, Betty. Just saying.
Again.
But again, thank you for letting me know that was her phone number and her address. That's what they confirmed in here. See how that works? Now we know we got the right information.
But we know from just this presentation alone that she never considered Molly part of the crew anyway, right? Interesting.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
Exactly.
And
The
you know, he's
Wonder
getting beat
Woman
up by
phone.
these
It's
vindictive women
invisible.
that don't know how to
We
keep their
figured
legs
it out.
closed and then complain because they were used and abused because they allowed themselves to be used and abused. He's a
We
dude.
figured it out.
Okay. You know what we do with dudes?
Well, if we can
know how to
find them,
close
we all
our
want one.
legs. Okay. You don't meet a guy on freaking
Trigger
the
warning.
internet, send him a picture.
Oh yeah, this is when she's let me go back slightly on this because we kind of talked through it, we goofed through it, but
Yeah. Sorry.
massive trigger warning for this part coming up. This is she is shaming an SA victim.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I still want one of those phones. I need one of those phones in my life because they're apparently
too.
it's a phone that's not a phone. Yeah.
Oh, yep. Yep.
Definitely outspoken. She absolutely did. She used Molly for clout. Yep, and cash. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
She should feel really special. She shouldn't be complaining about it. She should feel like, wow, like she even took the time out of her evening to say hi, right? I thought it was a nice sentiment. Oh, Lord. That was funny. And, you know, I wouldn't brag about it, but, you know, I mean, she's got to brag about me calling her because, you know, I am a talent and all. I'm the stuff.
Oh, she's a
I just
talent,
like digging just a
really.
little bit deeper each and every time. You know, they deserve it. Let's be honest. They deserve it. They deserve the digs. They deserve me clowning them. They deserve making fun. I mean, they're beating up on Dolly after losing a brother. You know, they still don't even have... Oh, Betty. What are you doing, Miss Betty? What are you doing? Oh, don't worry. Check. MGL was here with me too, so you didn't just get, like, you got two special ladies' time for at least 2 seconds while we left that message.
Here it comes.
But again, thank you for letting me know that was her phone number and her address. That's what they confirmed in here. See how that works? Now we know we got the right information.
Nope.
Playing you like a fiddle. And, you know, he's getting beat up by these vindictive women that don't know how to keep their legs closed and then complain because they were used and abused because they allowed themselves to be used and abused. He's a dude. Okay. You know what we do with dudes? We know how to close our legs. Okay. You don't meet a guy on freaking the internet, send him a picture of yourself, meet him in an undisclosed place. You get what you asked for and don't cry a river when you realize you were just a notch. Seriously, grow up. And if you don't want to be treated like that, maybe you need to look at yourself. I'm just saying. And whatever, any woman that sends a freaking a photo of themselves nude to a man, seriously, do not cry when you're easy. Okay, let me just explain this. People that are easy are probably not worth it, right? So if you want somebody to actually see you, you probably should, be a little resistant. Make them work for it. Have some self-respect. Have some dignity for yourself. That way you probably won't be a vindictive woman that wants to throw a man in jail because you couldn't keep your legs closed. He's a guy. Just say it.
Wow, Betty.
For this cause. I've already met with my Florida delegation for this cause. I've already went to 4 other states for this cause. And we're not even in February yet. And that's just this year.
Oh.
Are you coming? No, Belinda, I'm not going to Texas. I'm going back home. It's time for me to be in my own bed. You guys really got to remember, I just got back I did a 3-state tour. I'm here in Pennsylvania. This is my 4th state in less than 30 days. Like I'm beat.
Really, Betty? Do you notice the date? This is February the 2nd of 2023. 4 states in less than 30 days. 4 states in less than 30 days. Just wait.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming
Yeah.
up.
Oh,
It's coming up where you'll find out why this is so important. 4 states in less than 30 days. Okay? And she's extremely busy, right? Okay.
I need my Florida bed. I need my Florida pillow, and I need my Florida sun because I'm sick of freezing off, quite frankly. And then I still have to go to the Alex Murdaugh. I may go back to the Alex Murdaugh case. I may. I mean, since Nancy is there and since Brian's there, I might just go there. So we'll see. Is Nancy still there, or did she just go there for the photo op and take off? The attitude. And I'll be following, monitoring. I hope you don't post where you're going to be working, because every single place that I find out you're working, that video will be sent to them. Believe that.
All right, that is when she was at the airport right after Molly's visit, and she was basically telling the lady that she got fired from Ashley Furniture, if she gets a job anywhere, that she will make sure that she sends them a copy of the video so that she can never get a job anywhere. That's basically what she was saying. Yeah, exactly. Runs with scissors. You're getting my drift.
Don't see it. There are a lot of things that I may do, but the one thing I will never, ever, ever do.
Oh, really?
Is intentionally lie to the courts.
Oh, really,
Ever.
Betty?
Oh,
Ever.
my God.
Not ever.
Never.
Never, ever. And now don't forget, this is after, this is February the 10th, 2023. This is after we already know that she completely fabricated and lied to the court in her suit against Crude AF. I mean, it's documented. I'm pretty sure it's all documented on Burnt Taste channel. But yeah. So, we know she already does it, but she'll never, ever, ever. That she just never would. Okay, let's continue.
No.
It would never happen.
Never happen.
All right.
You guys need to really get a life, and you guys need to get your facts right. Your facts correct. First of all, the reason why people don't watch your channels is because you have no facts. You're venomous.
Okay. All right.
From able to vote, and literally
A little Hills flashback.
I only had 2 charges against myself, 2 misdemeanors.
No, they were felonies.
Yes.
You were charged with felony.
Yep.
They were felonies.
So here's one. In 2006, felony 3rd degree possession of controlled substance, cocaine. 2006, possession of controlled substance, MDMA, 3rd degree felony. And another felony 1st degree of possession of drug paraphernalia. This was just in one arrest, by the way.
Just one arrest.
In
And
one.
Just one. And yes, you're correct. She did lose her job. 2 years later, exactly.
So
yeah, like I said, I went way
thank
back.
you, Cammy71. I appreciate that.
Way back.
Yeah, and here's another one, 2006, trespass on property other than structure. I think this is the one where she was stalking an ex-boyfriend. Speaking of someone who claims other people stalk her. If you read the story, oh, it's so funny. They had broken up apparently or whatever, and he had either gotten a restraining order or he had told her he was going to if she didn't leave him alone. And she went to her house, and it says post Miranda rights, she admitted that she purposely went there to trespass. And so she hopped over the back fence, ran through the backyard, and started banging on the back door. The ex-boyfriend didn't even skip a beat. He immediately called 911, and she was arrested for trespassing. So there's that too. Right. So Betty, what does this say? It says charge 1. That's the first charge. What does that say right there? Felony 3rd degree. There you go, Heels. Thank you. And here's charge number 2, felony 3rd degree again.
Yeah.
And here's something else from a probable cause affidavit. Pause
Detail
to
by
read.
detail, Karma.
It says defendant was involved in a
awesome.
verbal argument with her friend. The defendant was visiting him at the American Car Wash. Oh, by the way, the defendant is Andra, just so that we're clear. The defendant was then given a verbal trespass warning at the time. This is another time where she trespassed.
Yep.
And was harassing somebody. Right. This is a separate time. Right. So as the defendant the defendant was then given a verbal trespass warning at the time the defendant walked out to the sidewalk. As the defendant was screaming, she then walked back onto the American Car Wash property after she was given the verbal trespass warning. The defendant was then placed in double locked handcuffs.
Double locked.
It's like they knew.
They knew.
Upon incident to arrest, there was a small bag of powder cocaine was located in her pants pocket. Also, in incident to arrest, a small bag containing 4 pills of ecstasy were located in her purse inside her vehicle.
Oh, wait.
Also, a small scale with powder cocaine residue was located in her purse. Guys, guess what a scale is for?
Ooh. Huh.
Oh no. I thought it was normal to carry a scale around.
Oh,
no.
It must be. With
with
powder
the phone.
residue.
Yeah, and the amazing phone that we need to get as well.
And the magical phone. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The phone that is not a phone. Okay.
Yeah.
We're learning. We're learning,
We are
guys.
learning a lot.
We're learning.
Not people who just use it. Just saying.
Wow. And don't forget, everybody else is the crackhead and so forth and so on. Okay. You go, Betty. Ah.
She was also
Wow.
she also stated that she has a powder cocaine problem. Defendant was then transported to Manatee County Jail. Right. So, right. Once again, Betty, you're a liar. That's scary.
Scary.
Thank you, Justin. I agree. That was very scary.
I appreciate you speaking up because I'm hard of hearing. Thank you, Jenny Lou. You're almost the most.
I'll give a pause. Headphone warning. Here it comes because this is extremely funny and I was not going to leave it out. But yeah, headphone warning. You ready? Here we go.
Most.
Yep.
Well-spoken creator I know. Thank you. Thank you. She wasn't disrespectful. She asked why she was screaming. I'm not screaming. This is screaming! Right?
Wow.
Right? I mean, that would be screaming. This is my inside voice. So you guys keep that up. You guys will be kicked. I don't care. This is my channel. You don't like how things are coming out? Why don't you go find a channel you do? Why be here in my freaking chat? Just curious. Kick Natasha out and kick whoever. Actually, I'll just take care of it.
You do that, Betty.
People want to know why I don't have a 9-to-5 job. What's the point? What's the point? So they can try to get me fired from my job because that's what these people try to do. So guess what? It's been.
Oh, that's what these people do. Oh, really? Really? That seems to be what you do, not these people. Who exactly are these people? Is these people Betty?
I wonder.
I know, right?
Happening for a long time.
I wonder.
Ever since I was in politics. I still am in politics.
Really, Betty? Interesting.
Where the way I sit right now, I'm able to pay my bills, and you know what? They can't call my boss and get me fired unless they want to get told to F off. Because the only boss they're going to be calling is me directly. I don't have any more businesses, right?
Really, Betty?
I hardly go out of my house anymore because of it.
Wow.
If you don't think these people will eventually pay, they will pay.
Huh?
Wait, what?
They will.
What?
These girls are having a good.
What? Wait a minute. 11 days ago when this was recorded, she told us how busy she was and that she'd been to 4 states in less than 30 days.
Wasn't she too scared to really leave her house and her bed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't even leaving her house, and she was so upset and distraught from being harassed by Queen Bee
That's right.
that she couldn't leave her bed at times.
Oh, okay.
But 11
okay,
days, but 11 days before that, she was saying how busy she was and the fact that she'd been into 4 states in less than 30 days. All right.
Okay. Very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. We're setting up for the lawsuit. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Lesson in being held accountable for your actions. And there are so many people that need to additionally be held accountable for their actions.
JLR.
Really, Betty?
This is Don Williams. JLR is the one that called CPS on Don Williams. Do you know that?
Don Williams? Who's Don Williams? You mean Don Wells?
Now, this is a really, really interesting segue into this. This is February the 12th of 2023. Betty's going to tell us how JLR has this amazing brain and that she wants his brain. Y'all know what she says now, but let's listen. I think it's hilarious.
Don Wells.
Me too.
Yeah.
JLR's one that called CPS on Don Wells.
Yeah, for his him going on
Absolutely
YouTube. I
hilarious.
saw the post from.
Yeah, saying
JLR.
N-word or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, how does he know what's going on from Florida, whatever he does?
Jonathan is Jonathan. I don't even. If I could.
He does a lot of good stuff, but some of it's a little shady.
No, he does great work. I mean, some of the stuff he questions, and some of the stuff he puts in as questions if he doesn't really know whether it's legit or not,
what do you
I
think?
agree, Carmen.
Yeah,
Leave your comments
but
below.
yep, but for the most part, I mean, if I could literally take his brain out of his head and put it in my head, I would be accused of stealing brains, because I'm telling you, I want his brain inside my head. He's a very smart, smart guy, and I'm telling you, whenever I'm stumped on something, I would call him. I mean, literally, he would be, if I want information, he's one of the best online.
Yeah, at least he's honest. I mean,
One of the best.
I called
Wow.
CPS, and I'm going to
Interesting.
do everything humanly possible to make sure he doesn't get the boys back.
Absolutely. And I commend JLR for being so.
When I talked to him on Dolly.
Oh, you commend JLR. You know, she's talking about calling CPS on Don Wells for the boys. Yeah.
Oh, times have changed.
Yeah, but remember what we started with.
Yeah.
What we started with her saying that none of us over here ever do anything like that.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she said, prove it. I am.
I was about to say that. You already have.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Oh.
As soon as I get an opportunity, I'm going to go set up back up in front of the house after I get out of these woods. Honestly.
Oh, this is the search for JJ Rollin. This one's interesting.
that's very
JJ,
interesting.
Yes.
We got some other things to talk about. I'm looking around here. There is no way that this little boy is back here in these woods. I trust my gut instinct on these. I've done enough.
And what's your gut instinct, Betty? What is your gut instinct? We know what your gut instinct is. That the mother did something to the child. The child never walked out of the house. There's no way he's in those woods. Yeah,
Seems
we
to be a
remember.
pattern with that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but you know what? She's accurate, remember?
Oh, always.
She was just saying it. She was just saying it today, I think. How accurate she is and how they always get everything right. Interesting.
She has got nothing right. Nothing at all.
Nothing.
Ever.
Nothing.
To these searches, I've handled the kids. We've got helicopters above us.
The only thing, in my opinion, that she's good at is harassing families and causing like a lot of trouble in cases. So if you'll notice,
disturbance.
Yeah. If you'll notice on the screen, these are comments in the chat. Justin for all. This is way too early, but I pray she wasn't mad because she didn't have custody and took it out on child. Hopefully, no foul play. Already insinuating that the mother had done something to the child. He was 2 years old. He is at the time he was 2 years old. Keep in mind, he was found safe.
Disgusting.
Yeah. I pray he's okay, but I also have a gut feeling. What's your gut feeling? Hey, K-Breeze. Yeah. These are comments in her chat. Crazy, right?
Yeah. Mind-blowing.
Let's keep going.
We got helicopters flying above us. Everybody is looking for this little boy. He's a 2-year-old boy that hasn't been home. He went home. Something happened, and he's not there anymore. The parents are not out here helping us search because, like the sheriff said, they are at the command center where they can be talked to. It sounds to me like this is... I'm going to reserve my comments until I get done doing my search here. But this does not look like something a little boy would come into. I'm sorry. It's just not. This is not. This is, little boys like to play. They like to play in the forest and stuff like that. But there's only an extent to in how much he would be willing to go back here before he turns around. And not only that, but he would be crying. He would be scared. He would be terrified. We're hearing none of that. None of that. None of that is out here.
Really, Betty? He would be crying. He would be scared. He would be screaming for his mother. Oh, really? Really? Okay.
Are you sure of that?
Yeah, exactly. Are you sure? Don't forget this
Yeah.
child has been out there overnight.
The child is exhausted.
Yeah.
He can't be screaming nonstop. But she knows
Exactly.
everything.
But she knows everything. But keep in mind, she didn't get there until the day after he went missing. The day after. Okay?
Yeah. That's
None of that is out here.
More comments in the chat. I don't believe the mother. Prayers that this child is found safe. I have to leave. Too many already blaming the mom. With no proof, it's disgusting. And that's what happens every single time in these chats, in her chat and in Justin's chat. They immediately go for the mother. Immediately.
Always.
Yeah.
They always do.
Uh-huh. Betty knows best. Said nobody ever. Amen to that, K-Breeze. Amen to that. All right, let's keep going.
I don't have a good feeling about this, guys.
Oh, really, Betty?
I don't have a good feeling. We're gonna hold out for hope. You know, there's a lot of people out here making efforts. I've gotten away from the group, so it's time for me to turn back around. But I'm telling you, there's no 2-year-old boy that's coming back here. Because to be honest with you, if I wasn't so seasoned back here in the swamps and in the woods,
I agree, blank screen.
Honestly, I'd be terrified. I'd be terrified, and I'm 43 years old. This little boy doesn't even know where he's at. He would be screaming and crying and begging for his
Really,
mother.
Betty?
We would be able to hear him in these woods.
Really,
we hear
Betty?
nothing but other searchers.
Sorry, I just stepped in. Did you find him?
I did not find him. The gentleman found him coming out of the woods, and I ran to the gentleman because I saw the curly hair, and I said, "Is that Jacob?" He said, "Yes."
Sounds
I
safe.
ran
Imagine
over
that.
and then I saw them running, and I just water snacks, anything he didn't want. He looked
Acquainted.
The bites
Knowing her.
He's happy.
Thank God he was found
And he
safe.
called for his mom.
He said, "Mom, he wanted mom." He just couldn't call for mom. The gentleman
Yes,
that found
Karma,
him
she does.
and held tight on him. He didn't want him to let go of him at all.
Yeah. So to this day, she says that that's a check in her a check of her bucket list because she was involved with a search that brought a child home. She also claimed the same thing. She also claimed the same thing with oh my God, what was her name? She was abducted off of her bike at the campground. And she was immediately saying that she immediately said that she was not alive anymore as well.
Yeah.
Oh, what's her name?
What's her name?
Wasn't it Charlotte?
Charlotte, I think.
No, what was her name? Karma, what was her name? She was taken off of her bike at the campground. She was riding around the loop at the campground, and he took her off her bike. Charlotte. It was Charlotte.
It was Charlotte.
Okay.
It's Charlotte. Yes.
Charlotte
it
Senna.
was.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
K-Breeze.
Yes.
Yes. Charlotte Senna. Yeah. She claimed the same thing with Charlotte Senna. She claimed that that she was involved in you know bringing her home.
Yeah.
Because she covered the case. K-Breeze got it. It's Charlotte Senna. I mean, thank God that those children were found safe. But Betty was wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong. As always. Wrong.
As always.
Wrong.
He felt comfortable with him maybe because he found him and he felt safe.
What was he wearing?
The same thing he had on. Batman shirt, black pants.
No shoes.
No shoes.
Wow.
No shoes.
I don't know how he did that. But he was very he looked
No
happy.
shoes.
All right.
No shoes.
Minus all the stuff we went through.
Please don't mute us for a statement. That's great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And thank you guys. Thank you for everything what you guys were doing. So tough kid.
He is tough.
Tough kid. So they're saying about a quarter mile came out of the woods. The big field.
Came out of the woods.
Tough kid. So it looks like JJ's alive. Looks like JJ made it.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Good feeling.
And what
Exactly, blank screen.
It was almost a whimpering noise, but he didn't
Oh, wait. Almost a whimpering noise?
really seem to be crying. It was almost like the verge of crying, but he was just kind of making some childhood noises, nothing like he wasn't screaming or crying.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Oh, really?
Wait.
He wasn't screaming or crying? Maybe because that child was absolutely, at that point, exhausted. He had been out there overnight. He was absolutely exhausted.
That he had any major problems, and as soon as he see me, you could almost see him light up, and as soon as I seen him and his hair, I'm like, that's him.
That's
and
him.
So of course I jumped on 911, and it's kind of hard because I was trying to keep him calm, instead of trying to. So another gentleman, I yelled at him and said I got him, so he come and I gave him my phone and said, will you talk to 911? So that's kind of where we're at. Within minutes we were loaded with deputies, and everybody was just thrilled to death that I've seen that this ended so great, really.
Can you describe the area kind of?
Yeah, where I went, I came into a real wooded area over at Ernie Weaver Youth Park, which is just north of here, and I come through, and then I come to a big pasture kind of.
Hey, Breeze, you're exactly correct. She couldn't find a dead snake if it bit her in the leg. Oh, wait, she did.
Oh, wait, she did.
Oh, wait, she did.
Like the one right behind you.
Exactly.
And, there's different areas that you could go. I looked to the right, and I could see Cobb Road, the truck route down here. So I decided to go straight, and off to one side, I seen a couple things they use on fields for fertilizing, big water tanks and all they use. And I was like, well, let me go check that, make sure he's not around there, so I did. I came back over to where I was at, and here I'm trying to decide which way to go, and I kind of looked in the area as though this is where I'm going, and that's where I heard him. And he was 100 feet away is about it. And so, I'm sure everybody here was wishing somebody found them. I just happened to be the guy, so, I'm no hero or nothing else. It just was my lucky day.
Lifelong friend, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yes, for sure. Yep. I got to meet back up with him.
And I do believe they'll probably be lifelong friends. I do believe that.
Yeah. But,
Thanks for talking.
we're good. Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all take care.
And this was a great day. I was really happy that I was a part of it. I was really happy to bring you guys. But to be honest with you, I was literally the only YouTuber out there searching.
Wait, what?
What?
No, what? I was the only YouTuber out there searching. No way, Betty. Really?
No.
Wow.
You lying cow.
Wow. Well, let's keep going. Let's see what else she says.
I was. Everybody else was volunteers.
Everybody else was volunteers. She was the only YouTuber. Oh my gosh.
The media was stationed where they were stationed, and which I was right next to where I stationed. I put my stuff up at. But I'm just happy. I'm happy that we were a part of something that was so good. I'm happy that we were a part of this event, and I'm happy this little boy came home. I mean, this is.
Wow, he came home? Wow, he came home, right? No, that man found him and brought him home. And absolutely, K-Breeze, I love to hear those stories as well. And I'm sure they will be lifelong friends. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
let's see what else we have here. I'm blown away. Wow, Betty's awesome, isn't she?
She's amazing.
She was the only YouTuber. Wow. And you know what? You know what? She showed up the day after he went missing. Wow.
It's so good.
Absolutely
Too
amazing.
good.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the only thing I saw her do was walk maybe 10 or 15 feet and then complain about stickers and bugs.
And then she, that's all she had to do.
Wow. I'm amazed.
What a great, she's got the best track record. Best track record. Oh.
That's awesome. Let's see what else she says. I'm just amazed.
Me
can't
too.
I can't help it. I'm amazed.
I've got no words.
It's just been,
sometimes.
and
Me
I'm
neither.
leaving soon.
No,
Like today
no
is the
words.
25th. Like I'm leaving
oh.
soon. Like really.
Oh,
Wait, you're leaving again? But I thought you were afraid. And you couldn't leave your bed. Okay.
Really
Well,
soon.
let's keep going.
And to go to DC, and it's been a whirlwind. This year, I didn't think I was going to be this busy. I am truly this busy. I'm literally dumbfounded as how busy I truly am right now at the beginning of this year.
So am I.
Wow, completely dumbfounded, considering that's not what you said to the court. Oh, wow. But she
What
would
a
never
lying
do that.
snake.
But,
Oh, no,
but
no,
she
she
would,
doesn't lie to the courts.
but
She
she would
never
never
would.
do that. Never.
No.
She said she wouldn't.
No.
Oh.
No, not at all. No.
Oh. No.
Mm.
Let's hear some more.
That it lightens up a little
Okay.
bit.
Oh, gotta lighten up.
Totally acceptable back then.
I think it still is acceptable.
Oh, okay. So, she's gonna tell us what child abuse is. Okay.
Okay.
This ought to be very interesting.
To this day, I think people have misused and
Let's hear it.
misguided people about what a child abuse is. You have a right to rear your children. And I hope everybody exercises the right to rear their children, because I'll be darned if somebody's going to tell me how to discipline my kid. And I don't have, but even my grandkids, when they were here in the corner, if they hit one another, they got popped. They got popped on their butt. Obviously, I don't believe in hitting a child in their face or head or anything. There's a spot to rear a child, and it's on their rear. Right?
Oh, so there's a spot to rear a child, and it's on their rear. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Now, I want to warn everybody. This is this bad audio is coming from the S on the screen. That's where the bad audio is coming from. Bear with it. It'll yeah. I clipped it for a reason.
It'll pass.
Yeah.
But it's worth it.
Rearing a child,
Yeah, it's worth it.
and that's where
Exactly.
But I also don't believe you should be hitting your child when you're angry either.
No, it needs to be in control. And if you have to send them to their room for a while to cool yourself down and then go in and discipline them, I had to do that a lot because I have a temper. But yeah. So I want to switch this and end this with a good note.
Yeah. Whenever I discipline my grandchildren, I told them, I said, I really don't want to do this. I said, but you need to learn a lesson. I said, what are you? And I pop them once or twice. I wouldn't hit them hard. They were young girls, but it would scare them.
Oh, she would pop them once or twice. Okay.
Pop alone, knowing that they were a disappointment. That scares them. They would cry, and I'd be like, are you going to do that again? And they said, no, Nana, no, Nana. I said, okay. I said, Nana does not like doing this.
Oh, Nana doesn't like doing this. Well, I think it gets worse. Let's hear some more.
Well, I always explain to them that they've got to be disciplined. They cannot act like that.
Well, the one thing that I learned from parenting is that you can't spank them over everything either, or that they get null to it. In fact, they okay, here you go. They get numb to it is what I'm trying to say. So you have to pick and choose.
I remember I got in trouble one time. My dad told me, he's like, you need to come down here. I'm going to spank you. He goes, I can't believe you did this. So I stuffed a pillow in my pants.
So you got spanked enough by your dad that you knew that anytime he called you down, you needed to stuff a pillow in your pants. Okay. All right.
I've done that.
And I was so proud of myself, and I was so clever that I started chuckling when he was spanking me on my bottom. He's like, why are you laughing? And I couldn't help it. He pulls out the pillow for my britches.
Exactly, Hopalong. And that's the reason why I'm playing this.
And he was laughing so hard he couldn't whip me anymore.
Okay, Betty.
But I was smart.
Yeah. Well, I think the problem nowadays is that there aren't enough spanking, because I have two sons that have families, so I get to see what goes on, and they do pretty good. I'm really proud of them, but they're real hesitant to spank the kids when they need a spanking, because
is that what's Betty doing, Nicole?
Oh, am I unmuted?
Now you are.
Oh, good. Sorry.
You're fine.
Sorry about that.
What's Betty doing? She's shaking her head. She's agreeing. That's all
She is
that.
actually agreeing. She might not be saying yes, but she is agreeing bodily.
She's
agreeing
shaking her
with
head. Yes. Yeah, she's
saying,
nodding.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
They, they're in this new era. They could be sit in a corner and every time and taught their lesson. But if it's something that's going to hurt them, they need to be spanked over. If it's something that's going to harm them, like running across the street or something.
Yeah, the only time I've ever spanked my grandchild was when, for example, she threw a phone and hit her sister so hard in the side of her head that it made a welt. And
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. So sisters can fight. Children can fight. They can do things like that.
Not just fight, but violently fight, where they bounce a phone off of the other one's head and leaves a big welt. Really? Oh my God.
Yeah. It
Are
happens.
you serious?
Oh.
Whoa. Imagine that. Imagine that. Sisters fighting and putting marks on each other.
Interesting.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm floored. I'm floored. Oh, let's continue. Okay.
Wow.
And so that was, but even coloring on the wall would not be something I would whip them on. What I'd give them? I'd give them a sponge, clean it up, and make them clean it. It's teaching them a lesson in a different way. Sometimes I truly believe, especially when you got 3 young girls running around like they're crazy, you need to have an authoritarian stance because they will.
An authoritarian stance. 3 young girls running around. You're going to have an authoritarian stance because they're going to run right over you. Wow, Betty. Okay.
Run over you. And then they'll come back with a bus and run over you. Typically, I had to get an oil change because I'm leaving to go out of state. I'm going to Washington, D.C.
Whoa, Betty's leaving again. She's going to Washington, D.C.
How many times are we up to now? 5, maybe?
Oh, let's see. She was already at 4 states in 30 days.
Okay.
And then she was talking about going somewhere else. She did the search for JJ, where she went 10 or 15 feet in and made
solved the
everything
whole
about her.
thing. Yeah.
Absolutely. Solved it all.
Yeah.
Takes credit, that's on her bucket list, there you go.
Yeah.
And now we're going to DC. But she's being stalked and harassed so badly that she can't leave her home. And most days she's in her bed crying. Okay. Okay. All right.
Sure.
Let's keep going.
DC. I've been invited to go to Washington, D.C. Many of you guys know I'm advocating for a lot of things for our children and our child welfare system. However, I'll be focusing primarily on the centralized database. There is a Yahoo out there that is complaining, saying that they're a social worker.
She's talking about Down the Rabbit Hole News, which everything that she says right now is completely wrong. And just because people don't film what they do doesn't mean that they don't do the things. The difference is Betty's only doing it for money, for clout and money.
See, people are great people and good people. They want to go out there and do something, and they don't have to film everything. But she has to film, a few steps here and there and everything.
She has to get, those ass pats anytime she does anything. And of course, the money. The money is important.
Oh, they're a social worker, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. None whatsoever. And first of all, if you're a social worker and haven't been to one of your meetings, haven't done anything to get off your butt to make changes in the child welfare system, I really don't give a damn what you have to say at all. I've worked with politicians for years. I've worked with social workers for years. I have medical professionals in my family. I have a legal background. I have a good understanding of what is not working in child welfare. I'm not advocating just for more money to be flooded into the system. I'm advocating for true changes in the system that has not been updated since 1965. So little girl, sit down. Sit down.
Sit down.
Little girl. Okay? I can probably tell you that you're probably part of the problem and not part of the solution. I don't even know who you are. But before you start complaining about the advocacy I'm doing, maybe do a little advocacy of your own instead of just.
But Betty, you seem to know a lot about her, not to know anything about her.
Oh, exactly.
Okay.
Getting the clicks and views of all these stories you're telling, right? At what point I went through your entire channel? At what point I have never seen you advocate for a child or changes in the child welfare system? So again, little girl, sit down.
Sit down.
And one thing you really don't want to do is start poo-pooing on my side of the street. You can stay on your side of the street.
Oh,
I know
no.
who you are.
Just leave that
but
for
when you come
Sinner.
after me, you better pack a lunch, little girl.
Sorry.
Trying to save our children. And you know what? I guarantee.
Is there a couch close by?
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'll be good. I'll be good.
Anybody that goes over to our channel can ask her. How many times has she went to her legislatures? How many times has she spoken in front of her state delegation? How many times has she done anything to get off her butt to advocate for children? I would like to know. But I can tell you I do a lot. I can tell you she's probably keeps her.
I hate to break it to you, Betty. You don't have a right to know. None of your damn business. What she does is none of your business.
She needs to sit down.
Sit down, Betty. Just sit
Mind
down.
your business.
Little girl.
Down. Little girl.
Sit all the way down.
But at home, planted in her seat, inside of her comfort of her home, while I'm traveling the entire United States trying to find the root cause of these issues.
Oh, you're traveling the entire United States. Oh, but I thought you were afraid for your life and you can't leave your bed. Okay, Betty.
Oh,
So again, little girl.
So brave.
Get little girl.
Sit down. I wonder how many years it took you to get slightly under me in a year.
Well, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, JLR's live. Yeah, well, yeah, he's been going live more and more. I think he's trying to build up his channel because he.
Oh, this is when she gets butthurt that JLR started going live in the mornings because the time slot went over her coffee club time slot.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh. Ooh, a magic 8-ball? Those things hurt. Have you ever gotten hit with a magic 8-ball?
Luckily, no, I have not.
They hurt.
But it would hurt. It would hurt.
Yes, definitely. Oh, I know another one. Have you ever gotten hit by a Weeble Wobble toy? You know, Weeble Wobbles,
Oh, yes,
they wobble,
yes.
but they don't fall down. Those those are
Yes.
dangerous.
It's brutal.
Those are very brutal.
I can feel it. I can feel it just thinking about it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they hurt. They hurt. They hurt.
Usually does videos, but now he's.
But kids don't fight. They don't leave marks on each other. Yeah. Okay.
No.
No way. No way.
Starting to step on my toes a bit, but we'll see how that works out. Be honest with you, it's a nice, fun life. So, yeah, and not only that, but I spoke to JLR, I don't know, a week or so ago when he started going live, and said he wasn't going to be infringing on our morning coffee club, but I guess he were.
Infringing on her morning coffee
Infringing
club.
on the coffee club.
Mm-hmm.
How dare he try and build a channel when the coffee club's on? Like, oh, disrespectful there.
Oh, very disrespectful, don't you know? Yeah, a bubble blowing more. If you swing that just right, that can cause a bruise too. Yeah.
God, something. But either way, I'll deal with it when he gets to DC.
I went out there, took my time to actually search for a little 2-year-old boy that was lost.
Oh.
Right? It wasn't law enforcement that found that child. It was search.
Whoa.
What? What? What?
Wow, Betty. Okay. I'm gonna let her finish. I'm gonna let her go. And let's hear what she says.
like me. It was volunteers like me.
Oh,
there
like
was
her.
only one creator out there in the woods searching for that little boy.
Only one creator out there in the
What?
woods searching for that. Just one. Just one. And can you imagine who that one is?
Oh, I wonder.
Just one.
I wonder.
Betty. Oh my God. Okay. Well, let's see.
From social media. Only one. And that was me. Were there other creators out
Ah!
there? Yeah, reporting. They were reporting. They weren't in the woods. They weren't getting their legs scratched up. They weren't running through poison oak. They weren't searching under heavy logs and sticks.
We didn't see her do any of those things.
Right.
The search stream is still on her her channel. You can go check it out. And I'm telling you, none of what she just said. She didn't pick up anything. She didn't go that. Nope. Nope. And you know she films everything. Hey, Beth.
Yeah.
You got a gift
Hi,
of
Beth.
membership earlier. Congratulations.
And in holes. The volunteers were. I was part of the volunteer team.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll come with you guys here. All right, I'm gonna follow these two guys here. These gentlemen, what's your guys'
Who's this?
names?
Gavin.
Robert and Gavin. Thanks, guys, for coming out and doing this. Are you guys from here?
We're his uncles.
Oh, you're the uncles. Okay.
Okay, so JLR showed up the day JJ went missing. And it quickly turned dark after they had gotten, searchers together and so forth. It quickly got dark. But JLR is out there searching for JJ the night he went missing with his uncles, with JJ's uncles. Now, keep in mind, Betty didn't show up until the next day. Okay, that looks like JLR's out there searching, right? Right?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see what else.
Are you who's uncle?
That's mom's brother, and I've just known the family for a really long time.
Awesome. You guys been out here all day?
Yep. I think 2:30.
What's your guys' gut here? What do you guys think?
Sure yet. Holding out hope.
Always, and that's we're sharing Joshua's photo all over the internet. Hopefully, do you guys want more people to come out and search and help?
At the appropriate time.
At the appropriate time, okay.
6 a.m. is when the sheriff's department asks volunteers to come out and start signing up.
Yeah.
Oh, who's this?
Oh.
Oh.
Is that a flashlight searching?
That is, and what is that? What is that? Isn't that like high brush?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's dark.
But
this is
in the dark.
Yeah, this is the night that he the night that he went missing. Because he went missing that day. This is the night. Betty's not even there yet.
She's not even there.
No, not even there. This is Doug searching for JJ. Oh. Let's keep going.
Thought I heard something.
Oh, is he not? Is he not out in the thick of it and looking for JJ at night?
Oh, well, it appears to be. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Another lie.
Oh, we're not done yet. Let's see what else we find.
Oh, we're not. We're
Look,
not.
more people.
Oh.
But don't forget, she said content creators.
Everybody,
what do we have
everybody
here?
on the channel, man. So prayers were answered. We want to thank you all, man, from the bottom of our heart. We're literally knee deep in brush, as you see. We just got word he was found right here up the road from where we're at.
Wow, this is Captain Kurt Reacts. They were out searching for JJ. They got there the day he was found. This is the day that Betty got there. But this is another content creator that was out searching for JJ. Interesting. I thought Betty was the only one.
I thought. Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna go up here and try and get some footage for y'all so you guys can take a look yourself. But look, man, from the bottom of my heart, and I'm sure from the bottom of Kurt's heart, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Just stay tuned. We're gonna find out the status of them.
Holy crap, this week has gone by. Can you believe it's already?
Yeah, so this is just a few examples. There was a lot of creators that actually went out and searched for JJ. That was just a few, just to prove a point. I think my point was proven. Yeah.
And I agree with Beth as well.
Uh-huh.
I totally agree with what you said there. That's my opinion as well.
Yeah, in my opinion, she was. In my opinion, she was. She was already setting it up like the mother
Yeah,
had
she
done
set it
something
up.
to him. She had already started it out that way. It really is sick. And
It's her MO.
Blank is right when he said earlier that he had said earlier. I'm trying to remember exactly what his comment was, but it had to do with she was mad when he was found because when he was found, her grift ended.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Spot on, Blank. Yeah, I totally
spot
agree.
on with that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so that was just that's just a few examples. I didn't want to because I mean, hell, this is only part one, and I had an hour and almost 30 minutes of her BS, and this is just part one. So yeah,
and that's kind of scary when you think about it.
It really is. But the thing also that this does is it puts it all together. It really shows an entire encompassing of her over the years. And when
the type of person she is.
It's not in little micro doses. It's all compact into one to show, from start to finish. She said this, and then this is what she did. And she said this, and this is the truth. This is what she said, and then this.
And this is debunking her lie. And this is the type of person she really is. You need to know that.
Exactly. It's all about awareness.
Very well.
We all know that she's never going to change.
Oh, no way.
Hell no.
That's her.
Yeah.
No.
Nope, it's totally her. All right, let's go ahead and continue.
March 5th. We're already almost through the first quarter of the year. That is insane to me. It doesn't even feel like it. I was wondering what I was going to be doing this year, and I have been just working.
Oh.
Do you do cold cases? Actually, I haven't really done any cold cases, but I have a whole database of serial killers that I've never discussed other than
oh really?
Oh, Lord, I can't even remember the guy's name anymore. He's a serial killer from South Carolina that I covered.
Wow.
And he has my home address because I wrote him. And he wrote me back, and I never wrote him again. I don't know why. I was meaning to, because I want to get an interview with him, like a face-to-face or, whatever type of interview. And I never did because I kind of got spooked that he had my home address. I don't think I quite sent that or thought that through. I didn't play the tape through on that one.
You did play the tape through on that one, huh? But you sure as hell blamed JLR for everything that you did when you wrote a letter to Todd Callahan, when you sent him your address. But yet you blamed it all on JLR and said it was all JLR, that JLR had did it.
Yeah.
If you'll lie about something, I mean, she lies about everything. It's amazing.
Yeah. Like at the start, she threw Molly under the bus.
Yeah.
Blames Molly.
Oh, yeah.
Blames JLR. There's always going to be someone else.
Yeah. It just depends on who she doesn't like at the time. She makes things up. That's just it. She makes things up about everybody. And she also gets people confused with other people, too. She's very, very well known for that because she'll, like, say, between T-Rev and the
the poor innocent burnt toast lady.
Yeah, but between the two T's, it's like T-Rev and my brain is going blank. I'm going mush. I've been on here for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, me too.
Geez, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. She gets people confused, all the time. All the time, she gets people confused. Trevor Lee.
Yes, thank you.
T-Rev and Trevor Lee.
Thank you. It was driving me insane.
It was me too. I'm like, I hate it when that happens. I hate when I have a brain fart.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God,
Yep.
I can't stand it. Okay.
But
Yeah.
we fought. We fought when we were little, like cat fights.
I
And,
remember Angela and I duking it out in the kitchen, and that was after you and Dad split up, and Dad's in there trying to pull us apart, and we're in the middle of the kitchen, and there's just hair, globs of hair. It's just, they look like those when you're out in the desert and you see those things that just spin with the wind. Like there was just globs of hair, and I remember Dad just didn't even know what to do. He just grabs a hold of Angela, and then she kicks me in my eye, and I'm like,
wow. Do you know who Angela is? That's her sister.
Yes. Yes.
Uh-huh. So they are violently fighting in the kitchen.
Ripping
Clumps
hair
of
out.
hair is flying. And then when Dad rips one of the kids away, her sister away from her, the sister kicks her in the eye, right?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a violent fight between siblings. But that stuff is impossible, and it doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't.
Right?
Apparently.
I mean that's what she says. It's also what a lemon says as well. Oh, blame it on your kids that your kids are fighting. I can tell you that my sister and I growing up, oh my God, when we fought, oh, there wasn't no nicety about it. We fought dirty.
Yep, I've been there and done that too.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And you know damn well there's going to be marks on both of you.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just normal.
It's normal. It's absolutely normal. And no one should be talking about other people's children fighting. But
no.
I'm just making a point. Because,
Mhm.
Betty said that, that kind of, siblings don't fight like that. But she just admitted that
Yeah.
her and her sister fought like that, which siblings. Okay.
oh my goodness.
it was great.
Oh, well, when we were little, we
Thank you,
had
Beth.
sandspur fights. Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
You guys were brutal.
We would get in
Oh.
fights with all of our friends, and all the fathers and all the mothers grew up together. Okay, so
Slim Pickens.
So her mother is on the call-in show with Betty, and that's her mother talking. So when her mother was little, when they were kids, they would take sand spurs and beat each other with sand spurs. Okay, but siblings
Okay.
aren't. Yeah, siblings don't fight, y'all. They don't fight. No. And they don't leave marks on each other. Never. Okay, let's keep going.
Nope.
Slim Pickens, guys. Back in the day,
All
Slim Pickens.
guys.
all the mothers would get all my friends. Almost all of us was born within the same decade. Every last one of us. So we all would have these fights. We'd get mad at each other. And the thing was to throw sandspur. You'd break off the whole stem of sandspurs and whip it like a whip. Oh my God, that hurt.
Like a whip.
So
I just want to let everybody know they were much more brutal back in the day than we were growing up.
we got our asses whipped. I don't care whose mama.
Why I started using a trusty handy dandy pillow for my britches.
All of our mothers had permission to whip us. So it didn't matter whose yard you were in. You got a whipping.
Wow.
If you did something wrong, you got a whipping, and you got sent home.
And then you got whipped again.
Yep, you got a whipping again. And
Interesting.
The weapon of choice by all the mothers in those days were nice switches. We got our legs switched. We'd go to school, and we'd have stripes all over all of our legs. Well, the teachers knew what had happened. We all got together.
Oh, okay. So, okay. So, she switches. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Interesting. Switches.
And did something wrong, and somebody switched it. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, but
there's
my,
nothing
weapon
wrong
of
with
choice
that. Her
with you and
mother said.
Angela was a paint stick.
Oh, so her mother's her her mother's weapon of choice was a paint stick. Okay.
Oh,
I don't know how many of them. I don't know how many of them I broke over the counter.
I know.
How,
You
oh.
popping the wood and Dad popping the belt.
Yes. Oh,
I did that with my grandkids though too. I'd go grab a belt and pull it and get their attention.
Snap.
You don't do that or I'm going to whip you.
Interesting.
Oh, mental anguish, instilling mental anguish in the children. We were so abusive. I know there's
But you
some
know
people
what?
out there.
Those abused children knew respect. They didn't talk to adults like crap. They didn't push people out of the way.
Exactly. And they said yes, ma'am, no, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I remember when I was young, if I didn't say yes, ma'am, no, sir, you got popped in the mouth.
Interesting.
Very
You heard her say it.
interesting. Very interesting.
So, what she just said was those abused children were respectful. So, is she saying that she believes that a child has to be abused to be raised correctly? I'm asking.
That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing.
Interesting. Absolutely, Beth. I agree 1000%. Common sense tells you because police were called that if Queen had done anything to her children, not only would CPS have removed the children, but Queen would have been arrested.
Yeah. The children wouldn't be with Queen.
No, they wouldn't, and they're still there.
Queen is a fantastic mother.
Oh, she is.
For
She
anyone that actually
absolutely is.
knows her, she is one of the best mothers you would ever meet.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so that's a nice segue into what she did March 1st through 4th. How many remember that she was begging for money on this platform like the week before she left and even up into the day before she left, saying that she needed money to go to DC because she was going to have private meetings with lawyers and politicians and legislators, and she was going to pass a law to help the children.
It's all about the children, guys.
And then she just doesn't go live. And then when she does go live, she's in a hotel room talking about the children. Yeah, so you know where she actually was. She wasn't meeting with lawyers, in private meetings with politicians. She wasn't in the White House. Actually had one of her simpletons, her sycophants, DM'd me and was like, oh, well, I have that she met with people in the White House. And I was like,
really?
Wow. Tell you what, you keep giving her all of your money because you deserve to be scammed. They didn't like that.
Yep.
But yeah, she was here. She was at TPAC.
They never
now,
liked
let me
that.
just be very clear. There is nothing wrong with going to political rallies and everything that involves all of that stuff, right? That's not the issue here. The issue is she took money because she said she was going to use that money to go meet with private politicians and private meetings with lawyers to pass a law, and that's why she was going to DC. And instead, she spent the 4 days at Trump rallies for CPAC.
Oh.
So there's a lot going on in this picture. I will note that the T-shirt that she's wearing, you can't see it, but yeah, I know that she doesn't make the T-shirts. It's one of her mods. I know who it is. But they run a business outside of their home selling these T-shirts. The problem is those T-shirts are breaking copyright law. But yeah, so this is where she was for those 4 days. She was going to CPAC and hanging out with her friends. She was not meeting with lawyers, talking about the children. So that would be called a scam. When you take money for one thing and you spend it on something else. If she had raised money and said, give me a bunch of money, I want to go to CPAC, and then she took the money and went to CPAC,
that would be different.
Then great, that's her business to do that. But when she's taking money claiming that she's going to try to help the children and CPS and social workers, and then takes that money and instead goes to CPAC, that is what you call a scam.
Yeah.
Just so that we're clear.
Provide great content. We do great things.
You can send my stuff to law enforcement. I can't too.
Shout out to Hills in the Air. May she rest in peace.
Oh my God.
I can't too. So what I did,
Oh God.
because I had to put this book together,
Yeah.
of all the haters, comments, everything,
Yep.
pictures of them,
Wow.
pictures of their channels, links to their channels.
Yep.
I get everything, anybody that has a criminal record,
Oh no.
it's in there, mugshots and all.
You go, girl.
And that includes Angela,
Oh,
the one who did
Angela.
that to me.
Girl. Angela.
I can't stop laughing because I figured since everybody's up in Carly Russell's Kool-Aid, I might as well tell you, her car's back at the house. Do you guys need any more information? I'll give you the whereabouts and the step-by-step location of her. Now, I have to say, this is just me. I don't know how y'all feel about this, but I think that car right there needs to be sold.
Wow. She'll give you the step-by-step location of Carly Russell.
It's so vile.
Interesting. And that's only part one.
Yeah.
You know, and I know it was long, and thank you guys for the ones that, you know, stuck it out all the way to the end. It's a big one. Absolutely. It took a lot of work to put that together. And I'm not done. I'm still going to start from where I left off. And she still does things every single day. So I don't think this project will ever be over.
Yeah, like, I don't think you're going to catch up on it. It's hard. It's like watching a live stream and you're so far back and you're trying to catch up.
I know, right?
I feel like, yeah. And then there's just more added to the end.
It's
But I will say,
insane.
well, I have to say, you did an amazing job putting this together.
Thank you.
Like, amazing.
Really appreciate you being here with me for this live stream.
Thanks for having me.
I was so nervous.
Me too. Me
totally
too.
nervous. I was
No, you're a natural.
No.
You are.
No. I'm just glad that, you know, that y'all hung out with me and stuck with me, and I really appreciate each and every one of you in my chat, my subscribers, and anybody on the replay crew. Thank you so much. It's a long one. It's a lot to get through, and seeing it all put together like that is really eye-opening.
Very eye-opening. Very.
Very much so eye-opening.
So worth it, especially if you don't know about her and her history. To go back and look at that, it will blow your mind.
Yeah.
And just, yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people might need to go back and look at it if they don't know the history. So.
Thank you, K-Brace. Have a great night. Yeah, so it's extremely eye-opening to see it. It's amazing.
It is.
It's wow. It really is a wow.
It's a wild ride.
Uh-huh.
You need to sit down. Sit down
Sit
through the ride.
Sit down. How dare you sit down? Like, sit all the way down.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, that is nuts. That is absolutely insane.
I'm getting a little bit dizzy here. Getting moved around a little bit.
I know, I'm moving you around a little bit. That's okay. I have a little friend that keeps coming across my screen. Let me see if I can get it to where she can be seen.
Yep.
She should be able to be seen now when she runs across. Here she comes.
There he is. There she is. Aww. Oh.
There she is. She's a little friend.
So cute.
They want $7 and then I can get rid of my little flying girl.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to pay it. I just didn't get a chance to get it done today before the live stream. Oh, well.
Well, hopefully next time I can have my VTuber up there with yours.
Yes, I'm
we'll have
so
to work
excited.
on that.
I know. I'm so excited for you to use it because, I think I got you that for your birthday last year.
My last birthday. Yeah,
know,
so
and
1 year ago. Yeah.
Almost a year ago because what? The day after tomorrow?
Yes, correct.
Yep. Day after tomorrow, it's going to be a happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's going to be a happy birthday. Woot, woot.
Yay.
Absolutely awesome. I want to say thank you to everyone that subscribed tonight. So I'm going to give you a little thank you. There's your thank you. I don't have any audio to go with it yet, but I'm working on it. A little thank you.
Very, very pretty.
And a thank you to Miss Nicole for the gifted memberships tonight. That is absolutely amazing.
That's
I really
okay.
appreciate it. And for anybody that got their gifted memberships, I hope you enjoy your membership. There's definitely some new members only content that you should be interested in. A little bit of
very good.
Yeah, a little bit of saltiness. The yellow variety. And more to come. Definitely more to come.
Oh, yeah.
More to come. All right, guys. I think we're going to shut it down because I know that there is a lot. Let's see. Who's live? I wonder how
Queen might be live.
Hey, does anybody in chat? Oh, no problem, Beth. Does anybody in chat know how to send people?
Yeah, I want to redirect.
I want to redirect. It would be awesome. How do I redirect?
Let me see.
How do I do it?
Please be someone.
We should know how to do it. How do I do it? Create a highlight. I don't want to insert an ad. I'll turn ads on after the stream is over. I don't want anybody to get pelted with ads. How do I redirect?
Okay, it's telling me that you need to go to Studio.
Okay, I'm there.
And then it just refreshed. But okay, go to YouTube Studio. Click content.
Content?
Yep, content.
We're on the live stream now. It says to redirect from a live stream.
Yeah, it says redirect your live stream viewers. Go to YouTube Studio. Click content. If I can get the word out. Go to the live tab.
Okay.
And then hover over the video you want to redirect to. Then edit. Click customization under redirect and add. So you might need like Queen's channel link maybe.
Is Queen live right now? She
yeah,
probably
Queen's
is.
live now. Yeah, she is. Click content.
Let me see. So I should be able to read. Oh, she is. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. Okay, so I'm on her thing, so I've got the link. Oh, maybe if I go to edit, do you want playlist? Y'all
Is
don't
there a
leave, but
live
I
tab
want to actually
somewhere?
send people over to her. That would be awesome if I could actually do it.
I mean,
I want to do
I'll
it so
send
bad.
you. I don't care if it's just maybe me that gets sent over.
I know it would be awesome to be able to send anybody over. Let's see. It's not a customization, maybe.
Yes, said click customization. It does say that. And then you should be able to find
add
redirect.
Search other channels.
Yep.
Come on. Ah. Okay, now I've got it in there. And then I'm going to save. Let's see if it works. I'm excited to see if it'll work. I'm
so excited.
Let me pull up my stream. You guys, if this works, I won't have to ask again how to do it. I'll just be able to do it. And this is just so exciting.
This is learning on the job.
I know, right? Awesome. Awesomeness. My stream. Okay, so I got to mute so that I don't double back. Okay, guys, are you ready? Let's find out if it works.
Okay, I've got it ready to go.
All right. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, please click that subscribe button. Have an amazing night. Thank you for hanging with me. If you're on the replay crew, make sure to smash the like. Give me a comment down in the comment section. Have an amazing night, everybody. Thank you, Nicole, for being here with me. I really appreciate it. We're going to close out now. Say bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.